Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's Thursday night, and you know what that means? We wrestling with knuckleheads, and y'all thought we couldn't do it. Y'all thought we couldn't do it. What's up, Joe? Kim, I see you in the background. What's up, player? Y'all thought there was no one else in the world that was bigger than 7 foot besides Omos, but he's not really 7 foot. We got a guy that's bigger than me, the 3 inches. I'm 7'6", but we got the 7'9", 670-pound Colossal Mike Law. Not Mike Law, Colossal Mike fucking Law in the building.
That's right. Yeah, buddy.
That's right, baby. We don't fuck around here. I don't give a shit.
You know these bastards out there misspelling my name, and so you call me Mike Law. It's that for years. They just don't want to misspell it. I get it. It's embarrassing. We have spell check, but still, people are such. So that's Mike Law. It aggravates me.
That's right. And I knew that, and I wasn't gonna be one of those fucking people because I use Google, motherfucker. That's right.
That's it.
That's right.
Shit.
That's right. We don't use Bing up in this bitch.
But y'all didn't know.
Chill. I use Bing for my Microsoft points so I can give my gift cards. Go fuck yourself, all right?
Wait, that actually works?
It does. It really does, all right?
I thought that was a scam.
Roll it, baby.
Video games are expensive, all right? They're expensive. I need them gift cards. Shit.
This is true. This is true. Why do you call him Milk Law? Come on, pimp. You change your name and then you change his name? Like, what's going on here, bro?
He's having an identity crisis right now and wants to bring everybody with him.
That's the way of the future. That's gonna be the new name in a few years when I decide to drop the whole Colossal. It's gonna be. I don't know what the deal is gonna be with it, but certainly sounds interesting.
You know what it is? When someone fucks up a wrestler's name on this show, they get signed to Diamond Wrestling, and Milk Law is now a new fucking Diamond Wrestler. Diamond Wrestling, baby. That's it. That's it. Yes. First match, you're going against Chris Lee for the fucking diamond weight, never open 24-hour championship. Yeah, that's Keith Lee's brother.
That's Keith Lee's brother.
Yes, we have Chris Lee, we have Bailey Monroe, we have Bobby Lashner, and Kofi.
Kofi. It's like Kofi.
I love it. It's gonna be like those 90s, 2000s like indies where they would have the fake cane and the fake doink and the fake kink. With like they would change the one letter in there in the name just to make people think like by like WWE or WCW at the time, because it's like they're presenting like Canyon, but it wasn't instead of a K. So you had like that going on for years. I wonder. I'm sure it still happens to this day. Like I don't know, the fake Undertaker or some shit.
Probably shit. Probably. Yo. So normally I go to a fake Twitter account that has over 350 million, followers, and we do a poll, and I do. What's the first question? Fuck them right now. Me and you are the skyscrapers.
Oh God.
Which legendary tag team are we gonna destroy first?
Oh man, they're gonna destroy your ass.
Animal and Hawk, the Road Warriors.
You're making it easy for us.
Yo,
okay, what do you suggest?
Listen. All I'm saying is that I know that Colossal Mike Law here is gonna survive, but you tell.
Yo, you don't see this right here? This shit is moving on its own.
No.
Come on now. Shit, you think I get this body by waiting for the bus?
Nope.
Nah, this happens by waiting for the train.
Worth dieting.
That's right. This is fucking dedication. You see?
From picking up the drink and putting it down. Absolutely. Picking up your food and putting it down.
What I guess I would say for me, it would be like legendary team as far as like the time frame they had. Was like at that level in the 80s, and then maybe I don't know. As far as a tag team, that
I mean, they would be the toughest tag team back in them days.
Right.
Yeah, especially
Or Hard Foundation. You know.
I mean, but to go up against 2 7-footers, undefeated.
But you have to go against the best there is, the best there is, the best there ever will be, Bret Hart, you know? Just saying.
How about Alice?
Wait, hold on. There you go. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Great Khali. Dude, that in itself sounds like a pretty decent tag team if that had Johnny Gonzalez, dude. Straight up. Match of the year candidacy across the board. Oh, son of a bitch.
Now, are they wearing the bodysuits?
With the hair. You have to.
Yes.
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah.
It's part of the whole package. You can't not.
Yes. Yeah.
The bushy crotch. He had 70s deal going on. The crotch area. Yeah, that was so awesome.
We do need that though. That has to be a tag team we destroy. Because I see us going undefeated.
Absolutely, no doubt. I mean, combined, we're like 12. No, we're probably like fine, right? I mean, that's got to count for something.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And if we get on each other's shoulders, we're like 10 foot plus. So there you go.
Well, there you go. That's
Yo, not for nothing. I was watching you on somebody else's podcast, and my man said, "There you go," like 8,000 times. So me just saying that right now triggered me. So if I say that again, please let me know.
I think I say that often too, and I think it's just one of those things where it's just like just to get keep us going. I say that a lot too, though. In all fairness, so I'm not.
No, I hear you. I hear you. But all right, so for everybody that doesn't know the Colossal Mike Law, you started your career in 1998.
Battleweight champion.
The Battleweight champion. The inaugural. This is true. The inaugural. It took me all week to figure out how to pronounce that fucking word.
I'm so proud of you.
You know what I'm saying? YouTube is a hell of a fucking thing.
Listen, that's a big step for him. You don't understand?
Yeah.
He butchers things terribly.
My English is not very good looking.
I'll be honest. So when I've come almost on the now this is Battleweight Championship. That's the whole name of the thing. And it was hard to get out. Shane Fair, I announced extraordinaire Shane Fair credit because it was one of those things where for the announcement, and that's not easy. That's not an easy one to get out. That's got to be on record the long in the business today.
Definitely. And you're the champion because you're big enough to hold that big title that has the words that say Nemesis Battleweight Championship of the World.
It is a lengthy title, that's for sure. It's a lengthy title, but there's
we're trying to be professional here.
Oh my god!
Yeah. Some exclusive backstage stuff about to go down. So if I turn off the camera, there's something we're working on in the back here at Battle Club. I always say that too. It's like I've held the ECW heavyweight title, which is one of the longest running all United States. You know, they produce the ECW Super 8, which is a legendary tournament, which I've been a part of 3. Was the camera right there? No, all right, whatever. Anyhow, 3 times. I got in front of the fucking camera.
Fucking Steve.
Fuck Steve.
And it to be like the first ever inaugural champion was really cool because, you know, it's like one of those things where at the end of the day, no matter what, it's history. You know, it's important to always leave a legacy behind.
Yeah, definitely. So I was there for when you got crowned that. That was one of my first indie shows. Because you had that. You had that. I don't want to call it a battle royal because it was you guys 4 people started. And then after the time limit, everybody came in the ring and it became a battle royal. And then the last 4 people was elimination match.
Right. It's the brainchild of Joaquin Morales of Battle Club. I don't think anyone does it. And it isn't like your cardio and endurance does get tested because you got to realize you're at one, you know, like you're wrestling a 4-way, and then if you don't pin an opponent for the first 5 minutes, and then the last 4 people or the left finish off the match in an elimination. So man, I remember that day. So it was hot, which is I love wrestling in the heat. It's the best kind of conditioning. And then I wrestled that match, won the title, and then I ended up on that day against Federated, and then I had another event, a wrestling match for Rex Lawless against the Blood Brothers. So it just became one of those things where it was like it was a marathon day, dude. And really getting exhausted by the end of the day. But I test myself, man. I love that shit. I love being a worker. I don't get people complain about like traveling, you know, 8 or 9 hours when I'm like, dude, I've 2001 traveling like 8 or 9 hours, wrestling and coming back, wrestling next day. I got like Rob Killjoy, dude, who just still after all these years still does that and still busts his ass. He's another from the mighty Ugly Ducklings.
Yep.
He's dope too.
He's dope. He was great to watch when we were there for we are at the Bronx, so we're in the Bronx and whatnot for We Are Wrestling.
Welcome to the Bronx.
Welcome to the Bronx. There we go.
Yeah.
See, I didn't smoke yet.
I'm a producer, guys. I also do that.
Yes.
I do it all of it. Yes. I produce. I console. I coach. Hey, WWE, AEW, hire me. You will not go wrong.
Word. He's a better giant than Almost.
What was that?
You're a better giant than Almost. At least he can, you can move.
Yeah, I would like to face Almost because and how much of a badass I am comparatively.
Word.
I'm 7'9", dude, all day.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's me. Okay, if I stand upright, he's in trouble.
This is true. This is true. Because people don't realize that when you're that high up, you gotta slouch a little because the air quality is different.
It's true. You're not the atmosphere. You're kind of to the stratosphere, and that's not good, man. It beats itself, and it becomes harder for a giant like myself to breathe.
Yeah, especially when you're having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 matches a night.
I think the busiest schedule was I did an event for BCW on a Friday. I did an event for Tier 1, and then the night I did a show for Frankie Flo, the company Easter, and then it's Monday, WWE extra work on Raw, SmackDown. I'm sorry, no, I take that back. Sunday was Boston. The next night was Raw, and then SmackDown in Prudential Center. So it was a back-to-back.
Wow. That's a lot.
Is this where we pause in a second?
What? Mike was a gem to the business. Oh, an absolute gem to the business. I pay him to say these wonderful things.
I'm a great band ambassador. Don't you forget it.
Stellar career outside the ring.
Yes.
Unbelievable reputation. Always so many of the kids' jobs, just doing whatever.
Right.
In the ring, I think many people can. He does.
Fucking
guy's amazing.
Thank you.
And on top of all that, and being the head trainer for the inaugural battle weight.
Yes.
Yeah.
You heard the man, Jorge Santi. We train.
Right.
Now, listen. And it's no disrespect to anybody out there, okay? But it is not Masha Slamovich. And it's certainly not you, Jorge Santi, on the fall.
That's right.
Let him know. Let him know.
Period.
Let him know.
And it's moving on.
That's it.
I'm done.
No more.
I'm done with that thought process. Let's move on.
We're done here.
All right, we're gonna
Bye-bye.
We have a special guest, guys. You made.
All right.
Look at us. Yes,
Oh, okay.
Who it is?
I feel like I gotta.
She's funny. I know she is.
I know, but she's laughing.
Why are you turning red, Gigi? Are you
She's
okay?
turning.
I'm not turning red. I'm just saying hi.
We got
Yo.
Steve Pena in there.
We got Steve Pena here.
On our podcast, we have 2 inaugural Battle Club champions.
That's true.
That's right. 2 bag.
Miami's more honest again. You know what
Oh shit! Wow, and he brings the belt. Damn, he's just gonna try to show off.
I gotta pause it. Hold on.
All right. So why they cut the camera so they do the secret
They're doing their
the
thing.
secret stuff. You know, I muted so that way we don't overhear any secret, sauce
There
going
you
on.
go.
But
That's it.
yeah. So I'm gonna take this time to let people know that you don't get 2 inaugural champions on your fucking show unless you're the Knucklehead Network. That's the fucking
There you
fact.
go. That's right. Wrestling with Knuckle, baby. Let's go.
Right.
That's right. Cop the
Shit.
merch. We got the merch. Drop the links. Just saying. We're throwing it out there. Bitch.
That's it.
All right.
Word. That's how you know it's real, is with the bitch.
Bitch. Oh shit. Oh man, this is good. This is good shit so far, and I'm enjoying myself here. Ladies and gentlemen, it is an honor to actually have these guys just come on the show. The fact that we got 2 for 1, why not?
Word.
But why does Pena gotta come through with the belt? How come Mike Law ain't got his belt? What happened? Wait, what was going on? I need to know. I have questions. I'm concerned. Right. What is going on?
I don't know. They must have heard that me and him are forming the tag team, and they wanted to, they wanted to press us. That's what it is. They wanted to press us, but it's all right though, because we're there. We don't turn down no challenges.
Apparently so.
We were too busy bragging about the.
I think I ended up may have cost some other things in there, so there'll be some gems in there for you guys.
All right, cool.
that is exclusive for me Christmas gift,
and we appreciate that.
Absolutely.
Sorry, I drink a lot of water, by the way, and everyone, because y'all are a bunch of thirsty people sometimes. Don't get me wrong. I get the DM. It's all right. It's all love. I got nothing but love for people. Don't mind that. That you don't need to know who that was.
I didn't even see what was that. That was nothing.
That's Mr. Yellow Notepad.
Yeah, that's Mr. Yellow Notepad. That's it. That's all we need to know.
That's it. So, Colossal Mike Lowe, would you like to handle Pimp over here?
7-9 again.
It's Pimp Boy.
Well, yeah.
Remember, he changed his name.
And again and again.
Yeah.
Again and again, bro. I been great since 98. And 10 years from now, 15, 20, 30, man, I'll still be 7'9". I'll still be Colossal. That's it. Point blank, period. And a sentence. Next one. Next.
That's it. That's it.
Next caller.
No one can hold that weight the way he does coming into the ring. I'm just saying. Nobody.
Word.
No.
It takes about like 5 people. They tried. It's like Thor's hammer. It's just not gonna happen.
And my barbell is definitely heavier than Thor's hammer. Definitely.
Yes.
That's the fact.
Yes. No,
See?
I don't know who Thor is. I just assume that's a reference to something. Of pop
Thor,
culture.
yeah, Thor's a whack ass guy with a little ass hammer.
Thor is a punk ass bitch.
That's right.
There you go.
And I wish that motherfucker come down right now and have something to say.
I do just say, I hope that motherfucker comes down and smites me. I like that. I don't want to.
You know it's raining outside, right? He's the god of thunder. I'm good, but he can come and visit me any day. That's you want some? You can get some here. Yeah.
Uh-oh, we gotta.
Got the fire escape ready. Just saying.
This is the first time Gigi does it and not me.
No?
Listen,
Right?
it was only a matter of time.
Yeah, this is true. I was gonna save the if you could hook me up with Sasha Banks question later until after we butted you up a little bit, but I guess
I'm even
Gigi
about
just,
for you to start this shit already. Come on now. Why? Why do we always gotta go back to
No,
this?
he's not. Previously, he talked about it. I heard the debate from the room. That's how we got it.
Yeah.
We're talking about the debate with John Cena and Hulk Hogan and how we heard you guys from trance to you guys.
yeah, how you overheard him losing the debate, but
He didn't lose the debate.
yes,
What?
he did. Yes,
No,
he did.
no, he
Yes,
didn't.
yeah. I fabricated
Shut the
that
fuck
video
up.
to make him look good, so that way the people at the Battle Club, bro, don't look at him in a different way. All right, I sacrificed myself, but the truth is, me and the 24-inch pythons here eat them up all day.
There you go.
Do you have a preference, by the way?
As far as
I guess the top guy, like, because honestly, when I ask that question, I don't really have a basis to it. I just like, who's your guy, Hogan or Cena?
I mean, as far as when I was coming up, it had to be Hogan. Growing up during his era, I think John Cena. There was so many things that he contributed to the business. You know what I mean? Like Hogan will always remain as one of the great time frame where there was nothing like that. You know, but for John Cena, I think the hardest part was that he had to take an era that wasn't at his top peak and make it something. You know what I mean? I think it's harder when you're Hogan. Like the 80s thing, the whole 80s explosion. It wasn't going to be possible with doing what they did. That's that's no question that combination helped elevate that when the Attitude Era died down, that whole and WCW went out of business. There was a time frame on the mainstream level, and a guy like John Cena to have to take the ball and pick it up, and then kind of tough task, man. That's a tough task. That's where you kind of have to, you know what I mean?
No, I hear you. And in all actuality, like the truth is that it goes from like Hogan to Austin to Cena.
Right. I mean, the point I'm trying to make is that those guys are all megastars, obviously, but I think it's a little harder. In the 80s, wrestling was still a huge thing. It exploded because of what Vince and Hogan doing, the marketing and Hogan's persona and what they did to make the wrestling boom happen. but it was still doing great numbers. Crockett Promotion was still doing great numbers. My thing is that once that Attitude Era time came to pass, ECW went out of business, and WCW went out of business. To take a team that was not doing the numbers that it was doing at that point to getting the guy like John Cena, who's very consistent, that's a harder place to start. You know what I'm saying? In the cycle to start, then whereas it was on its way up anyway, and it exploded. It was so like wrestling in general was being watched out of greater 70s and the 80s, whereas towards the early 2000s, wrestling kind of took a dive. It's all cyclical, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I mean that's a good way to put it. But I've always felt that the better era was the Ruthless Aggression era than the Attitude Era.
It's objective. I think from an in-ring standpoint, there was a lot of insanely talented people during the Ruthless Eddie Guerrero, and then say what you want. I mean, yes, all things aside from you see, to me, Eddie Guerrero for me, he could do it all, and I was glad to see him get his opportunity to be on top, you know, later on. But you know, like they had so much great talent, but you can't deny of the Attitude Era. You can't deny the numbers that were being done. You know, like that's for me to be able to separate the differences of it. You know what I mean? As a fan, I love that era of WCW, ECW. That to me was even better, in my opinion, in the 80s era stuff now. But when I was growing up as a kid, I loved the spontaneity. WCW with the cruiserweights and NWO, and you had it was fun. It was in my opinion, it may have been the best time to be a fan. You know, I think, and we talked about this earlier, how I think there's too many. I think anything other than like to each their own, man. I came up during a time frame where you had to be able to absorb it, have thick skin, and be able to like just perform it did. Whether you're, you know, a comedian or a wrestler, you just like, oh, you gotta say that. All right, cool, I got you. And nowadays, it's like you don't like what someone said, and you get them kicked off the show because they said something, or you go on. I can see fans getting scared away from that because they don't know what. Not that they don't know, it does change on a regular basis, but at the same time, like, you just disperse that energy, you know, and be wild. I told you before, I wrestled Homicide at the dude. Those fans were amazing. The shit they were saying, but I loved it, man. I loved the fucking energy, man. They just were wild. They were rambunctious. They didn't get any shit that was so off the wall that to me it didn't bother me. I just rather have that than the constant. All right, hey, listen. I'm gonna mute this real quick. I'm gonna move because they're doing something here that's new.
Not a problem.
I'm gonna turn the camera off, mute it while I relocate.
Sorry.
All right, cool. Love you too, man. Yo, handle your business, man. It is our pleasure to have you guys. All right, cool. Let's see. The 80s always be the great era of wrestling. You know something? It's true. And the crazy thing was like you were saying, the Attitude Era really made it was the boom of everything. WCW versus WWE, but like the 80s, it was almost like an all-star game of wrestling, and like Ruthless Aggressor was kind of like another all-star game of wrestling. But the Attitude Era was definitely where we got some of the biggest individual stars with Austin and The Rock, and then we had, you know, the NWO and DX and all that stuff. They really changed the game of wrestling, you know. But when they do all the stuff that they reassign the seats, because, you know, they got some top secret stuff going on over there in Battle Club Pro in the Fallout shelter. Yeah. you know, with the training and all that other stuff. Once they get that done, we're gonna, you know, talk about these fans, because it almost is like nowadays the fans are like a cult for the wrestlers. If you don't root for the right wrestler or something, you know, like you're shunned. You know, like if you don't like Daniel Bryan, then what the fuck? Like you're not a real wrestling fan, or you know what I'm saying? Like back in the day, it was you root for whatever the fuck you wanted.
Back.
There he goes.
Back up. I'm sweating, and I get a very comfortable chair too. I don't know
Oh
why.
yeah, look at that.
I don't know.
You should have did that from the beginning.
Gee, what?
She's putting a little one to sleep right now.
Yeah, I got you. First things first, priorities, man. You know.
Nah, hey.
Family first, always.
Yeah. So you were talking about the fans.
Right. I mean, I just, you know what I mean? Like, I think, you know, that's just my opinion, man, and this is what, like, where just things were a little bit more outlandish, a lot more, you know, it's weird because oddly enough, it's like the more things, like, there's certain things that obviously word-wise, you know, it's not acceptable. And, you know, I'm not so, you know, y'all, every epithet you can. I'm just saying, like, I think fans at times don't know how to react. And listen, the pandemic probably played a part in it, too, because you have to realize that people weren't going to live shows, you know? And so when I see events that I've, you know, produced, and people are just out there having a fucking great time, and they're not just letting loose, man, is what wrestling, when it was at its best, was when the fans were just having the time of their life, you know, caring about, like, I'm not saying have shit quality, but I'm just saying, like, just have the, you know, suspending their belief for the time that they're there enough to be like, oh, I'm just gonna have a fucking blast, you know, I'm gonna go with my friends, and we're gonna get drunk, you know. I don't drink, but if you do that, but the idea of, like, just going to an event, having a fucking great time, paying that event, man. Me personally, I came up in a different era. It's not of, like, how I feel about certain things, and I can respect those who have a different opinion. Respect for my opinion. That's just the way it goes.
No, seriously, and not for nothing, the fans' reaction, like even on TV to a match, can make or break the match.
Absolutely, and look, no, WrestleMania. Gosh, what WrestleMania was that? 21? What was it?
With Goldberg and Brock Lesnar.
WrestleMania 21. It was no, was it? No, that was 20. That was 20. Lesnar and Goldberg. It was the one with the NWO returning with Scott Hall versus Steve Austin, in the undercard event that night was Hogan versus Rock, but it was in Toronto. But the reaction and how like that, you know, for lack of better term, mania gets really suspended their belief for long enough, man. That's the kind of match that you look at. You look at like how the fans can, even emotions can help be played out, you know, and how just like a guy like The Rock, and I'm not saying it's the most popular, most well-known fucking superstar in the world. The guy was such a brilliant, you know, wrestler and performer that he knew what to read off that crowd, you know, and going on these days too. I think a lot of people, I think that's something here in the Fallout Shelter, we kind of, people's brains is like, you know, like, take them on that journey, man. Take them on that ride of, you know, emotions, to get, not to just go through the motions of things, but just to get in there and make people feel that's what it's all about. Make them fucking feel.
Do you think that word? Do you think that like this generation of wrestlers growing up watching the Attitude Era and all those eras where the fans made or break the match, that the new wrestlers now are kind of just like expecting the fans to carry the match, and they're just gonna follow the fans and not leading the fans?
as wrestlers, as the main attractions that we are, people we are, have to peel back a little bit and what it is that we're you know, what reactions we want out of people, you know what I mean? Give and take, you know, it's one of those things where you know, I give you something that elicits an emotion and I work with that, and that's what a worker is, you know what I mean? It's just, in my opinion, again, it's an opinion. A few days ago, I do find it odd when people state their opinion as fact. Very weird, odd place to be, I think. Is my opinion that this is what it is. Because it makes sense to me. It works, you know, like I do something that gets you to elicit an emotion or reaction to see whether I do this that will elicit more of a reaction. And that's how you kind of build it.
It makes it easier as a fan to know what to do in you know, while watching the match.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You know, like listen, I'm all about listen, I get the athleticism and I respect it and I appreciate what it's done on a high level, but I just think these days it's just so much of it. It just it's people focus on the moves, which is, listen, I get it. There's some I love watching it, and but at the same time, like I think there could be a healthy combination of both. You know what I mean? Of the story, the athleticism. You know, and there are companies that get it. There are companies like, and I'm just not Wrestle to your Battle Club. That Battle Club was one of them. You know, I thought Point Wrestling was doing their thing. You know, I think AEW, you see, you know, you see who's on top now and how that works out. WWE has always been a big with storytelling and getting emotion because that's what it is, man. People feed off of it. On how you make them feel, you know what I mean, more than anything else. That's where Guy Rock, who was, you know, was a solid worker, and you make him great because of what he can listen, how he spoke, his presence, how you know what he did, how he did it. It's all indicative of that, you know.
Seriously. And Gigi, you want to ask him a question before I just take over and me and him just talk for 3 hours?
No, go ahead. I'm just loving this right now. I'm just like telling stories has been like a lost art for a lot of fucking organizations, and it's just sucks because sometimes there's a story to go with it, and it's not always about spots. It's just kind of telling the story that unfolds in the ring, and I think that's a kind of like a lost art that not that many people have. That's why I love BCP, because I always feel like even on if you go there for the first time, it tells a story when you're watching the match.
I mean, I got like there are people that just know how to get that. You know what I mean? Like these guys, in my opinion, that gets like that knows, you know, that style. But then you know you have a mix of guys like that hit hard, like a Dan Moff or Shane Taylor or Steve, technical guys like A Game, you know, Jorge Santi, I guess. You know, you have people like Masha Slamovich as well, and you know, and that's just putting together for the future with the fall shelter. I think is very much in, you know, big personalities that can go in there and elicit emotion, technically sound. You know, like that's what I look for, man. That's what I look for in terms of what I'm in the business. You know, there's so many intelligent and there's so many flyers and aerial artists out there. You know, and it's breathtaking when you see someone like Ray Phoenix. It's amazing. You know, and
oh yeah,
I see it and it's like, okay, its spot in the business. I'm not one of those people that subscribes to one style of opportunity for everyone. If it's presented in a high level fashion, for that there has to be a balance. It can't just be all this. Wrestling at its peak, you can give every common fan, every hardcore fan, every fan, like you just want to be able to appease all those different individuals,
Definitely, and that's what makes for good wrestling. Because I've seen the AEW pay-per-view where it felt like every match was the same. So we got 14 matches, but it felt like one 5-hour long match.
Yeah, I think that's the thing too. So I do produce some events as well for CFU playing as well. We are wrestling, and a few other companies. And I'm very adamant about time. You know what I mean? I'm very adamant about just the events on time. I know what it's like to sit through 5 hours of an event. You know what I mean? And I think most people, hardcore wrestling fans, could say, you know what? If you can give me a 2.5 hour to maybe that kind of, hits all the points, then I'm good with that. You know what I mean? Has maybe a storyline, has some good technical wrestling, maybe a good brawl, maybe really high flying match. If you can hit all those different flavors, man, I think that's a pretty good art, because some people look at it from a smaller scope than others. So you got a lot of people in this thing, in my opinion.
No, yes. I'm sorry, my nose is like stuck. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I'm trying to talk, and then my nose is like, psych. Fucking Steve infect. All right. So anyway, before we get to you producing matches, I wanted to ask you.
Right.
So the wrestling styles back in in the late 90s, early 2000s, and the wrestling styles nowadays, which one do you prefer? Like, it could be like a hybrid of both, or which one do you prefer?
I understand the need to be the way it is today because of all the different production, and certainly you have to evolve with that, right? I always felt was when you presented it more as a legitimate thing. You know what I mean? It's a different mentality, but I'm not knocking it. You know what I mean? Like I think for me, I came up in a time. I started training in 1998, which is a lifetime ago, and I was 15 years old. So the spotty style wrestling, like Lucha Libre, was really starting to expand because Rey Mysterio, Park, all those guys were making such an impact in ECW, then in WCW, and then the light heavyweight division, but not so terribly much, not to the extent of WCW, that a lot of kind of incorporating in the indies. So to me, I always like the mix of style of getting the most out of what you could without, but then also having a little bit of stuff in there just to have some sort of flashiness. You have to have some sort of grab, something to grab the fans. I think you could have a healthy combination of that. I don't think it's a preference of style. I just think that for me, it's like, okay, this is what it's evolved to, and this is what you have to meet in the. For people to watch me as a wrestler and be like enjoy what I do. For me, I like to work in the middle somehow. You know what I mean? Mentality of being able to go in there and let it go in the ring, and then maybe having a little bit of you're thinking about in the back a little bit more in more detail than you would as opposed to letting it fly out there in the ring, if that makes any sense.
No, yeah, that makes perfect sense. And before I ask the next one, like I said, my first show was the Jobber Slam one, and when you was teaming with Big Swole, like I was recognizing a spot that you guys were doing where Big Swole was in the ring and she's down and you're going for the hot tag, but it wasn't one of like a rushed hot tag. Like I saw you was in the corner, like come on, get in there, and she's taking her time, and it's one of those like they would have done this already, but you're watching it and it's like, hold on, wait, now this is starting to get a little bit more,
build up.
It's the build up. You know what I'm saying?
That's what it is.
And then when she finally tags you and you come in, it's like, yo, that was that, because I didn't know how to watch independent wrestling. I'm gonna be honest with you, because when it's live, I went to the WWE live. You can, the house shows, it was like a show and all, but this stuff is like
the atmosphere is always different.
Yeah, it's like I don't know the backstory, so I'm trying to learn everybody and all that. So I'm watching it, and it's just I'm explaining the show, what's happening, and because he watches wrestling, but he's not as much of a fan as we are when it comes to like the ins and outs of it. But I'm explaining to him what's happening, and I'm sitting there like, yo, that was really fucking good. Like, are you understanding what I'm trying to say? Because I feel like I'm trying not to sound like a fucking like a fucking bitch right now.
So we already explained to you, we don't want you to embarrass us, all right? Me and Kenny.
I'm trying not to. Okay, when we have guests on the show, I have rules I have to follow.
So if it was a little bit of look of confusion, it wasn't what you were saying. It was speaking a little bit on the end. So I just want to clarify. That's what it's all about creating emotion and creating moments. You know what I mean? Like, it took camp a few years ago, and the coaches for that were Delirious, BJ Whitmer, Wolf Aurora, Todd Sinclair. I mean, it was just QT Marshall as well. It's like they were very adamant about that, about like making sure that moments are created, because it really legitimately that thing, that keeps people keeps people coming back to come. It's how you make them feel, and that's what you buy your t-shirts, and it's not lost on me that I've been doing this for so long, and that people still approach me merchandise, and it's a cool thing, and that's stuff like that, just creating moments for people. Maybe fucking time to like, all hands on deck, and anyone knows. I think people doubt that I can go, and I'm like, dude, like I don't go, tweet about it. If you've seen me wrestle, you know that I can go. It's just one of those things where, I have that confidence in myself, and I have that when I'm ready to go in there, I'm mowing a motherfucker down. You know what I mean? You're getting your head off. That when you see that tag, I'm beelining to that motherfucker, bro, and I'm gonna hurt him. His tag partner, like that's all emotion, bro. That's all pure emotion. That's me just and letting the fans feel what I'm feeling. And that tag goes through, and that's it. And if it more than it is, man, you got you guys like the FTR, and you have guys that get it, And I'm the one. Jamie Noble said it best. There's 1,000 ways to skin a cat, and to me, it's just one of those things where they do their thing that certain way, I do my thing, and that's what makes this wrestling business so special, because every way of approaching the wrestling business, whether you think it's an art, whether you think it's a business, whether it's sports entertainment, right there, all four, or anything else, like like where I respect the way you come off and how you feel about the wrestling business is to treat my opinion on the wrestling business, you know?
Yeah, I mean, because like you said, there's everybody looks at it differently because this is open for interpretation.
That's exactly it.
And you know, with Austin and I'm sorry, G, but with Austin and Bret Hart destroying what the definitions of a heel and a face are at WrestleMania 13,
Yeah.
so now people can literally like the bad guy and think he's the actual good guy. So you know, it
You gotta love it.
Organic, though. You know what I mean? That wasn't that wasn't something that was force fed to people. That was something that they saw something in Steve Austin and they saw something in themselves. Like the guy that fuck you to your boss. You know what I mean?
yeah.
You know, I mean, not that really what any of my bosses, you know, but it's just one of those things where there was a time frame where people felt that, and that's what it felt portrayed by somebody that did it better than anyone else, and that's Steve Austin.
Yeah, seriously, yeah. So coming out in the late 90s, early 2000s, we're still living in the land of the giants. You know, for wrestlers, like you have to be huge or like Rey Mysterio. There's not really much of a medium.
Too bad. I never had that, so it doesn't matter. But for the small guys, it was tough. It was tough. They didn't want small guys in the business. You know, like those guys, they got it hard. I will say, and I think a lot of people have come up in that time. Coming up in the early 2000s was fucking tough, man. Like, you were tested constantly. There are people in the industry today that, like anything else, could have made it. I didn't have the physical or mental toughness, emotional toughness. Yeah, because wrestling involves all that stuff, even nowadays. But I think nowadays it's not as it's physically more demanding. I just don't think it's as I don't think it's tested from a physical standpoint the way you used to. You know what I mean? Like there was like a physical tough to be a pro wrestler, you know, and there are guys that still have that in them. I just don't. I don't. You know, it was a different era at the time, and I think you had guys today that probably probably wouldn't. And I'm not saying because I feel even though it was harsh during my time frame too, I feel like that, believe me, there were nightmares going on back then too. Yeah, there were training methods and stuff that you could not get away with nowadays. Absolutely not. A lot of places were doing back then.
Do you think because of the surge of like the popularity of wrestling that there were a bunch of people that wanted to be wrestlers but really weren't? So it was like a way to weed out the people that are wasting time?
Yeah. Yeah, bro. The in Best Eye was one of those things. Oh, Coco. It was so when I started a place called Arena Puerto Rico, which was a guy like Homicide, Low Key, the Mafia Mac, Monster Mac, which is Steve Mac, Lathan, the guy who trained New York guys came from, right? And then they went to the Doghouse, but the Doghouse is like one of those places which they would weed people out, man. Like you got the shit beat out of you, man. And if you didn't fight back, like it got brutal there sometimes. You know, like I know a lot of guys look back fondly at that time. I did. Yeah. I always would go to Towers from Long Island to Brooklyn, and I'm like, oh fuck, you know, who's gonna give me a concussion today, or who's possible? Now you got to realize at the time I was 120 pounds. You know, I was 16 years old, grown man. like, and they were laying it in, you know. And to me, the take from that was it was tough, and it wasn't for everybody. And I always say it too: pro wrestling is absolutely for everyone, every sex, every gender, every nationality, every ethnicity in the wrestling business. It is a tough business, and it is physically demanding. It is emotionally demanding. And I see that happens a lot. I think a lot of it's extra media because there's a fantasy competition with regards to social media and how they present themselves and how others present on there too. That's not necessarily like I'm fortunate to have come up in the time that I did. I'm very it was tough, man. You were going in there with guys that were legitimately like 6 jacked or they were like heavy and they hit hard, man. And you know, you either had to fight back or you were gonna get eaten up. It was like the fucking sharks in there. It was a Shark Tank, you know. And I'm not saying it was ideal for business because you ran off a lot of people, you know. But at the same time, it kept a lot of people that were just trying to like get in and famous, you know. They people that generally did not like the platform for something else. I guess that the idea was to protect the industry like that. Again, not the best business practice, and I'm glad that era is kind of waned.
Yeah. So this one you don't have to answer, but do you still test like new people that come in like a cocky and shit?
Ways to test people without like physically hurting them. You know what I mean?
I mean like don't break their legs or nothing.
Like when Hulk Hogan. Sorry, that's an infamous story with Hiro Matsuda.
Yeah,
Hiro Matsuda like landed his kid and just to test Hogan out. But there's been plenty. That's not like that was not like, you know, there was always tests being thrown at everybody. For me, it was like, all right, you're just gonna till you can't anymore. Meaning you're just getting body slammed, suplexed, German suplex. You know, like you were doing it until like either you quit or you came back and you know you kind of like there was always. I think nowadays it's more like okay, like do you test someone's cardio or they're enduring somebody for 10, 20, 30 minutes, you know, test them out, see if they can, if they're that cocky that they feel that they can do this at a high level, then test them, put them in the ring for people, you know, like see if they're at that level, you know, and if they're still capable proficients of being in the ring, then, you know, you probably have somebody who's got some longevity. You never know.
Just pushing them to the limit that they say that they are, pretty much. If you're that confident, right. that confident in your own art and your own work and how you feel, then get pushed to that limit. Yeah. Veteran like you.
There is a difference between cockiness and, I mean, like, I think that's something. See, like, it was hard for us to gain confidence in that time frame because if you acted, they just beat the shit out. They would put you in there with somebody who would just or would just, you know, like every locker room had an enforcer. Every locker room had like if they got out of hand. Yo, I need this guy handled, and they would get you in the ring, and then it was I fucked up. You know, it's like you were getting in there with somebody who could either legitimately go or was ill. So, but it kept checks and balances. You know what I mean? It was one of those things where it kept people's. I wasn't necessarily opposed to that. You know what I mean? I think nowadays you can't really get away with. So I'm not saying like hurt somebody. I'm not saying put someone out of commission. I never would condone that. I'm just saying like people need to be, you know, kind of tough to the point of like putting them in a hospital thing. That I never agreed to or appreciated. appreciated. I was like, that didn't make you a tough guy to like legitimately hurt somebody with them not knowing what happened. You know what I mean? I saw that happen a lot of times in the indies in that time frame. Just people, you know, like, you know, so and so had a bad attitude, and you know, sometimes it was the case of it, but then it was things where they would get in there and they would get fucking annihilated, man, and it would get bad.
Damn. Have you ever seen two performers in front of a live crowd just start fist fighting?
Yes. It happened in the Doghouse a lot. I don't know if I should say. I mean, I guess it's 20 years removed. You know? Like I'm sure those guys would admit that shit got out of hand plenty of times. You know, it just became one of those where big All Japan and they were just big, you know, Japanese wrestling a fan of that style. You know, just strong style and you know and Kings Road, all that. And they would just try to show how tough they were, and they would just pop a motherfucker with a forearm start and not hold anything back, and the other dude would be like, fuck, bam, and pop them even harder. And I saw it happen multiple times. The Doghouse is, in my opinion, was that like a good breed of like tough dudes and guys and girls that came from there. So married, but unfortunately, like as far as business, a lot of times, you know, just because people like, I don't want to fucking go in there where someone's gonna like kill me, you know, or that man fight if I have to do this the next day, the day after. It becomes hard to do business that way sometimes. So I get the rep they were trying to go for, but then eventually I think it kind of bit eventually with that. But it did happen plenty of times. Absolutely.
Like I always wondered, like how does that like how do you handle that in the match? Like does the ref go like, yo, y'all gotta calm down, or you just let them beat the shit out of each other and whoever's left standing, he's the winner, and you drag the other one out?
So the few times, like for me, it happened to me. It was wrestling this kid who was just, he was like, his dad was a wrestler, and he was like, you know what I mean? And not, listen, by no means am I saying that all of us wrestlers are all there. We're all fucking kind of crazy. But you know, there's some people who have a little more sense in them, as I should say. And this guy was wailing on me, man. And I think everyone knows, like, my reputation. I'm not one of those guys who would ever take it. Like, I need to, you know. I feel like my professionalism, the way I handle myself, you know, very indicative of like the type of person I am. But this guy was just young, and I was still new to business, and I was only like 2 years in, and he peppered the shit out of me, man. You know, like, you know, I do not mind getting. Anyone knows me knows that I do lay my stuff in and a little extra crisp behind my my shots, but this guy was just popping me in the shot. He kicked me in the spine at one point, and like it was one of those kicks that like my, you know, I'm like my arm, like he kicked me so hard in the spine that my arms went numb, and I was pissed, man. I was like, fuck. Those things where I think I was getting tested, and in most someone in a front chancery or a front face lock, you clinch it and tie it enough, it's a game changer. You know, brawl a little bit, you kind of put that extra weight on top of them, and that's what I did. You know what I mean? Like, I just put him in there, and he's like, I can't breathe, and I'm like, well, that's the fucking point. You know, you gotta calm down. Like, I don't think I ever really try to get to that point. But I think most saw that was just my personal experience of just putting someone in front chancery and kind of just, you know, until they calm down. I think they got excited, maybe, I don't know. But what I saw was a match breakdown, and they went at it for real, like legitimate, not like, you know, like we always went at it, and it went out the window. the referee lost control, and then I think some people came in. Some of the students came in and broke it apart, and that's how it got separated. Was that some of the younger guys were throwing because none of those guys were gonna give in. None of them. They would have died in the ring. They would have most of those guys died in the ring before they would have tapped out or you would have to knock somebody out legit. It never got to that point. But I did see one time this dude. I guess I could say his name, J Love, he's a good dude. I'm not, it's not, this was a one-off situation. I don't think anybody, but what happened was this other guy, I don't know, but what ended up happening was J Love went out there and proceeded. This guy didn't match, and this J Love proceeded to powerbomb this, not once, but times. As in those rings back then, we have a lot better these days, but those rings back then were brutal. They were so Japanese style, and it was a harder. Not that the rings today are crazy padded, but there's difference. You know what I mean? There was that 1.5 inch of padding, so he just kept on playing out of hand. This kid's probably fucked up, man, and then they rang the bell. I think they rang the bell, and then they sent Low Life Louis to shit up. I don't know why he lost it, man. And he just snapped and he fucking just beat the fuck out of this kid.
Damn.
He had an eagle's nest. It was kind of uncomfortable after a while. God damn, a lot in the early 2000s, man. They don't happen that much anymore, I don't think.
How do you follow
I
something?
wonder why. God damn. Shit.
I don't know. He must have. I'm not. I think I could ever justify that sense of beating because it was really rough, man. But I from what I understand, he may or may not say some things about people. And that's, again, it's different. Back in the day, people handle things either backstage, fists, or in the ring. You got in there with somebody who just, and it was a checks and balances thing. See, I don't agree with the idea of hurting someone to a point that they ludicrous, but I think the idea of having someone there to kind of put people in their, it's it's a different mentality about how the business was, and because people talk about, oh well, the shit back then was so fucked up. Yeah, that may be true, but that's always going to be the case. The idea of cleaning out the wrestling business, and I see people doing it on a constant basis, would have to mean that you would never employ another human being again. In every walk of life, politics, movies, music, wrestling, just things, because just humans, and the levels of how far, it's a whole different story, scenario.
Yeah.
As one of the guys that helped fix his business is this guy. I love this guy.
Am I feeling with that?
Wait, he broke up. Wait, what he said?
Love you guys. Thank you guys so much for the support.
Thanks, Joe.
Have a good night.
we love you too, bro. Get home safe.
Joaquin Morales making a special guest cameo.
Love it.
For real.
He's such a great guy. He's a great guy right there.
He's just.
This is his water. This is what it puts the screen. Look at it. Can't
Wait, that's he carries that all day?
That could supply a small country
Yo.
with water.
That's massive.
Yo, seriously.
Oh, shit.
I thought he passed you a toddler.
Yo,
I swear to God, I thought you were gonna show a kid. I thought you were gonna look at this one. This is the youngest kid in the.
put him in front of the camera.
Oh man, it's gonna be just as tall as y'all. That's it, all put together. That's it. Y'all all three's gonna take over the world.
That's it. We're gonna do it one tag team at a time.
No lie.
He's carrying a keg. That's funny. Oh man. So let me ask
Gigi,
you.
okay.
Kind of circling back to like just making those moments and everything like that. What's been your favorite moment that you created? Whether it was being in the ring, producing it, like what can you just put as like your top? And if you can't pick, it could be a tie, but like what would be that moment that was just like, that was the shit. That was me.
You know what? So from a personal standpoint, because I was actually talking to Joe before about like the anniversary. It was like the anniversary of me wrestling in Philadelphia at the ECW arena, and that happened in 2018, I think. You know, the camp with Ring of Honor at the time, and it was just one of those things where it was like full circle. You know what I mean? Despite the length of the match or whatever, ECW arena, like one of the most infamous arenas in all of wrestling, right? Like it's a place at one point where it had that stigma to it, and had my brother referee there against Shane Taylor. It was just such a huge moment because to me it was like, you know, and it was such a huge moment in terms of like where I've been and where I want to go. I would, man. There's so many moments. It's very hard to put together because you know at 20 plus years you have all these things that you think you're like this. As far as for me personally, a moment or a match was me versus Chase Owens, great 2018, and I replay that match a lot. And one because it was a real match. I would love to wrestle Chase Owens again. I feel like I've evolved so much since that time frame, but it was because I think the cards are stacked against me. I think when people saw that was the first, they're like, oh, it's Chase Owens, New Japan, you know, he has his reputation, and that I was going to get, you know, glad to showcase to people like, no, man, like I'm fucking the real deal, and I was glad to show. For me, the emotion was because of the fact that I legitimately started crying after that match. And at that, I remember AJ's mom, AJ Pan was one of my, like, real, she was there when I was in the 2017 Super 8, and then I got a little started on some bullshit. And she was, like, pissed. I felt like I got fucked over that year really badly, and I was misled. And she unfortunately had passed away before she got to see me live at the Super 8, which was like, and then also my friend Spiral BKNY, and I urge you people or YouTube Spiral BKNY. That dude was so far ahead of his time. Brandon Kaplan, huge star. He was one of the most athletic people I've ever seen. This guy was doing 630 elbow drops, the most innovative shit I've ever seen. Granted, some of it was very dangerous. There is a clip of him, Mike Seidel, which is Matt Seidel's brother in Elevate Combat Zone. I'm not saying it was the good parts. I mean, there's stuff that even, you know, were befuddling to me. But I'm just saying that we talked about it. He wanted to do the best of the best for ZCW. I've always said I want to. That night was really for him because he had passed away as well. And I said to myself, like, those were physically here to see me wrestle. Whether it was win or loss, I just wanted to see them here. Second, after I got pinned that they were there, and it was emotional. That's all it was. It was just an emotional moment for me that time. That stands out. It's just...
Okay. Nice.
Gigi's so stuck on the story. She just
Yeah, I'm just like, I love it. I'm like, go ahead.
I told you.
I love it. But I love it because listen, I love hearing stories, and the fact that you got so many is just like I can literally sit here and be like, you can keep talking all day, and I'll just sit here and just listen. I love it. It's amazing.
Well, the day I read protection, because a lot of people and a lot of things that I probably, I don't know. People are not here to defend themselves, so I can't really mention them on these podcasts. And I wouldn't do things in our business that we do have to like, and it's nothing like don't get it killed or anything. It's not like that, but it's just like, just I wouldn't right thing to do to talk about a story backstage. That if someone wants to talk about it, by all means, but I don't do that, man. I don't like to talk about shit that we as a locker room we keep. That's for our memories. That's about the memoirs because I probably would have to go to witness protection for that, but the story of Chase Owens is a good one, and ECW arena stuff. As far as producing, man, I don't know. There's just so many things that I've tried to put out to get, and I study the business, man. I study it. I watch this shit like from Crockett to the AWA to the stuff. Even though nowadays it's a pick up stuff from nowadays that intrigues me and that I think could be used. I don't want to ever come off as somebody who completely rips off something. That's I take what I've learned and I try to make it my own.
No, I hear you, but I mean, there's only but so many things you can do in a match that it's like it's like The Simpsons did it first. There's always gonna be somebody who did something somewhere.
There's a lot of innovation in terms of like moves and stuff like that. You know what I mean? I think creating those moments and it just that's the stuff that only happens. There's like moments that you can like kind of think to yourself in the back, oh well, I'm gonna go out, right? But then like some of the best moments that can ever happen just happen. Or we're on. It's live, baby. It's live. We're ready. We're just doing the thing, man. We're doing business, and that's to me is the best shit right there. That's like stuff that can't be written or can't be produced like from an organic standpoint.
No, yeah, seriously, because when it just happens, it's almost like it's not predictable. And if it's happening live for you, it's happening live for us. So it's almost like a group project. So we're in it also. We're invested in it also.
That's it.
So what led you to start producing matches? Like what? Have you always wanted to do it, or is just because you're such a fan that?
I just knew that. I mean, ultimately, like I feel great despite the fact that I've been doing this for as long as I have, and I've taken some of these insane bumps, if you will, at times. But I felt like long term. I had to think long term. I mean, I think to myself, okay, like when I'm at 50, 60 years able to. Oh boy, I think we might have another special guest for 2 seconds. You want to? I don't know. Do they just? I don't know.
I know that voice.
Deserve them. Do we deserve?
Cosmic.
Oh, it's
Yes,
Cosmic
that's
in the building.
right.
Okay.
It's your favorite. Yes.
Okay.
Your favorite.
Yeah. My
Cosmic
my
is in
boy
the
Pro
building.
Wrestling Podcast loves you, Cosmic.
No, come on now. She's like,
They all love her. They all love her.
Yeah, right.
Let's talk about me.
Yes. This show is about Colossal Mike Law. All
I
right.
fucking love it. I love it. I love the run-ins. It's fucking amazing.
Word.
Like, what? Who's next?
Who gave you more cameos than me?
That's right.
I gave you Joaquin Morales. I gave you Cosmo. No, not this guy. No.
Uh-oh.
I know.
If I give this guy,
He said no.
He said no, sir.
He said no, sir.
No.
Ma'am, we don't know. No.
Uh-oh. Now we're just seeing a hand.
That's all I can do. And we can't. Like, that would get me in a lot of trouble.
We got the hand, baby. We got the hand. At least we got the hand. We got the pimp hand.
It's a stunt double for thing. Just got the hand. That's all you're getting. Oh,
Matt
man.
said just give us Santi. Uh-oh.
Oh, Matt, awesome.
And this is what we do. We're just a bunch of knuckleheads out here talking wrestling.
You're definitely not getting that. I'm not at that point. I'm not gonna give anyone something. Well, fucking blabbermouth could probably out here and like screw up this whole thing.
From 97? What?
Jeez.
Who would that
Well,
be,
first
dude?
off,
I've been great since '98.
that's right. And first,
HeDD.com. Or support me by going to my Pro Wrestling Tee store. It's been great since '98. It's me, my barbell. Or you can go to storefrontier.com. Type in Colossal Mike Law. I had 97. Yeah, dude.
and also Kenny, get the shit right. It's Colossal Mike Law, not Mike Law. Like we fucking did this in the beginning of the show. Like, come on. Oh shit, we got an attack, ladies and gentlemen. Someone call the cops.
Oh, shit. Oh, no.
He's been brutally assaulted. It was a Pearl Harbor job.
I swear we's not trying to get him in trouble. I swear.
Yeah. I give you that asshole for free.
Oh man.
Shit.
We just gonna have to have Colossal Mike Law on every week. We just get another running. It will be the running.
I'm gonna get him back. You know, you're a dead man, Santi. You're dead. Fucking dead.
So you know what it is? We're gonna have to have Santi on the show so that way you can jump him from behind when we distract him for you.
That's it. Look at him. He's ready. He's ready. He's like, what? Who's next to make a run in? We don't know. He's still a mystery. We need a counter.
Oh, wait, are you jumping in with a sandwich in your hand?
I think he is.
He got a sandwich in his hand while he's jumping. That's not civil, sir. Oh, it's a tissue. Oh, I thought I saw you take a bite out of it. That's what I was like.
This tissue.
Man, he's a
I'm
problem
hungry.
nigga, but shit, he don't eat tissue. What's wrong with you?
At least you know he
him
washed
anyway.
his hands.
There you go.
I actually is quite. Anyhow, but like he's trying to rain our parade because you couldn't mush mouth stumbling over his words. So that's why you have me. You have Colossal Mike Law.
That's right.
That's right. Let him know. Let him know.
Leaner.
That's right. We had to get a special camera to fit all 7'9" of you in this.
Yeah,
You know?
This is a one-off special. This may not even happen again.
This is right.
So
Shit.
Oh,
you
my.
had multiple candles here. How crazy is that?
For real. You know what it is?
Like Spidey said, he only gets one. We don't get one of everybody.
You can be a top line of people just walking through here.
Oh shit!
I can picture this shit.
No.
We're Pena holding the belt around his waist too.
Yo, that was so disrespectful. Yo, yeah, I'm just gonna come in here like casually, like yeah, I'm just holding this, like yeah, sure, like what? Sir, go back there. What's going on? Hot mess, yo. I'll have to lay that ball down.
See,
that's it.
We was having a list of questions, just going back and forth, and then we got interrupted. It messes up the flow. You know, I thought he had a sandwich. Now I'm hungry.
You're hungry. I'm the one that just smoked. Like you got my munchies, bruh. Like yo, how is this possible? Like
yo, listen.
I digress, sir.
I mean,
listen. We were talking about you producing matches. Give me a couple matches that we could have possibly seen that you produced.
Right. So yeah, for me, I think I just try to take a look at it as like, what's going to get the most out of the small amount of contacts. You know what I mean? I think you have to kind of look at it from the perspective of like again, it goes back to reactions, right? It's talking emotion, like getting people to react to something that in order to play off of that and increase the emotion and get them to come back. To me, because I used to be a comic book collector when I was a kid, and I would always they would always leave it on the page. It was like, all right, well, tune in next month or buy the next publication to see what happens. And I always feel like you can still have that even in indie wrestling, but it has to be content. It has to be characters that can in personas and people that can and make it so, and there's nothing wrong with cliffhangers, but you got to follow up with something. I don't know. For me, I felt like I just look at what it is about these individuals that may get the best reaction. I mean, like, is it this person's size? Young Lion, but you know what? I'm gonna have no, not her. No, she's already been here. No, not her.
She can come again.
Wow. No, not you.
Yeah.
What's up right here? DJ Flex. Sorry.
Yeah, what's going on, guys?
What's up, fellas?
Nobody got no. Listen, I'm setting the record for cameos.
Shit, you set the record with one, and we got like 8 now.
There's somebody chopping this right now, y'all. That's
Appreciate y'all cameoing in this.
That's your record. That's your record. Right?
Seriously.
Cameos, right?
Yeah, definitely. You got it with one.
Because bringing more people. We'll bring more. I'll have a fucking line outside the
Yo, don't threaten me with a good time. Go get Brenda from the corner. I don't care. Yo, they're all welcome here.
What's the bodega cat?
Yo, fuck around. I'll put you in the big screen and none of them will come on. Go in there.
You serious?
I thought they gave you a sandwich. Jesus.
No, come on. No. You know
all
what?
right, hold it.
I misread her. But this lady, young lady right here, is actually like, she gave me gum. I like peppermint.
On show days, he always has gum, and I always take it.
You gotta have the good breath, guy. And like fans and wrestlers alike.
Yes.
Invest a little bit and deodorant.
Yeah. Yeah. Yo, Cosmic, real quick. She left, right? Oh, so my boy, the Pro Wrestling Podcast loves you. I just wanted to tell you that because I wouldn't be able to live with myself if I didn't have the opportunity to plug him in and let you know that he loves you.
Who loves her?
The Pro Wrestling Podcast. His name is David.
David loves you, Cosmic. If you didn't hear that, everyone loves her. She is literally everyone's favorite.
This is true.
That's her.
But he like it's real with him.
Listen, she has an Amazon wish list, all right?
This is true.
If he really loves her, he will get something from her Amazon wish list, all right? Like, see? See? Come on, y'all. Y'all can't love for free. It comes with a price.
And this is where the show runs amok.
How's the gum eat his gum? My Amazon wish list. I don't have a wish list. I don't know. But somebody sent me. Okay. I feel solicitations, by the way, the DM. And listen, I'm flattered, but buy a t-shirt. Come on now.
Yeah, buy a fucking t-shirt.
Where?
The smallest t-shirt he sells is what, a 3X? That's the smallest t-shirt you got?
Man. Merch, you have to sell all sizes, all right? You got to take all opportunities, but it starts from 3X, but we have to just start working our way for you guys. Oh my God, I'm buying into this bullshit with you. Not with you, with him, sure.
No.
You fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself.
We got another cameo. Uh-oh.
He's going to be a fucking star, okay?
Okay.
I did.
Okay. I see the traps in him. I see the traps poking. I see you.
Okay.
Okay. That's Gigi, by the way.
Sure. I'm here.
Hey, listen, we do what we got to do, yeah. This is Knucklehead After Dark. We got people giving out gum. We got mistakes for sandwiches. This is one of the greatest podcasts of all time. I don't give a shit. We're going.
That's great.
Somebody get me a folding chair. We're gonna throw that shit somewhere.
I got a tape, so when I go to the police to have this asshole prosecuted, there's proof. Santi, you're going to jail, okay? You know what they do to guys like you in jail, buddy.
That's right.
And he's pretty too. He's pretty too, so you know what happens.
They love you, Santi. With your long hair. Santi, you're in trouble, buddy. Yeah. The inner city something.
Oh my God. I just hear somebody like, you got a pretty mouth. Oh shit. My bad. I'm not sorry.
I just want to make mention. The one time Dave's not on in the fucking chat.
Cosmic.
You know what I'm saying?
Once but twice. Oh, I love it. I felt it. He's gonna watch it. He's gonna be like, oh.
Word.
Fuck.
Got another podcast, okay?
That's right.
No. We got one more. We got one, buddy.
There's one more.
We got one more.
You gotta run it, and he gotta run it.
You know what? We're gonna have to keep this shit like this. Everybody's just gonna run in.
They don't need to watch us. They see us every week. That's it.
Oh, okay. Where's the sword at, bro?
Nice. Let's keep it going. But don't get him in trouble.
Hey, listen, we was at a family barbecue, all right?
Yo.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like the one guy we didn't have to warn about our energy was this guy right here. Before you got on, Gigi, I do always the warning. Like, yo, we got a lot of energy. And the next thing you know, he's over here. He's getting jumped. He's getting gummed.
He's just getting ready.
Yeah.
He's on the guard. And then he was like, oh, I'm going to let my guard down.
Word. you know how they go.
Come in peace. Come in peace.
You know how Sheamus is like banger after banger? He got cameo after cameo after cameo after cameo after cameo.
We take a camera appear tonight, and believe me, there would have been a few more, but you know, for certain reasons, we have some of these people on tonight, but we'll make it happen.
Hey man, all of y'all are welcome.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We know who's about to fall out. We know Colossal Mike Law. He's what am I now? 7'9"? Yeah, 7'9".
7'9".
You're 7'9".
670 pounds. Solid muscle.
670.
Oh my God.
That's
in the
right.
last 2 hours, whatever. Yeah.
Solid muscle.
Solid muscle. That's it.
Baby. We can look at that.
That's right.
Okay.
You seen the Mount Everest coming out of his shirt.
Yo, I can't.
He got continents for chests, for pecs, you know?
Oh, shit.
That's it. Everything's chest day, no matter.
This is true. This is true. That's why I got my shit to pop like this, you know what I'm saying? I taught The Rock how to do that shit, you know what I'm saying?
You need to stop your shit.
Yo, Gigi, you know I speak nothing but straight facts. You see the number above me, 1-800-FACTS. I don't have opinions on things. I just got the facts. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
even Matt knows. Don't break the shirt.
Are like as good as the Snapple bottle facts. All right, bro. It's just not worth it though. It's made from the best stuff on earth, but it's a bunch of shit at the same time. No, it don't work. No.
Shit. Listen, man. I don't even want to promote my Mr. Wiggles, all right? But you keep fucking around and you get the chest moving, it's gonna happen. All right, once these things start going, they got minds of their own. You know? They got wiggles and jiggles here.
Walk out.
Shit. Look at the face. Look at you see the face? This is the face of
here. Trying to find January 21st. Asshole. He was just such an asshole.
I'm the asshole. We got a man holding a tissue that's like a sandwich, and I'm the asshole.
I'm the one that's smoking, and you're the one that's getting high. How is this possible, yo? You know why? I left my window open. My bad. I knew it was something.
So it looks. Unfortunately, my time here. We're actually wrapping things up tonight, but I definitely love to come back, guys. I really enjoyed the time here, and you guys supporting Full Out Battle Club, and all the athletes that are here supporting myself. Appreciate it, and I look for listen. Anytime you guys want me to come back, I'm there, but probably eat me up. Apparently, I'm not like.
No.
Well, we appreciate you coming on and everything like that. We see you guys coming. Welcome to New York City, January 21st. Yes, we're excited for this. We can't wait to see you guys. We can't wait to see the show. And we'll definitely be posting up the links and everything like that, so everybody else can go ahead and buy them tickets, because that shit is going to be a fucking banger.
Word. Real quick. You and everyone in Battle Club Pro have an open invitation to come on this show. That's without a question. Y'all like family now. And if you would like to promote yourself, if you like to promote whatever you want to promote. Well, there's a secret meeting going on. All right. Yeah,
Okay.
we got him back.
Yes.
Before you go,
Go
if you
ahead,
want to promote
promote
anything,
yourself.
your store, your Instagram, where we can find you.
You can find me across the board. Just type in only one. Okay. I know there's somebody else that tried to use that name. They were trying to be clever, but my lawyers got on that person. Okay. So it's Colossal Mike Law, the one and only, the only guy who has a barbell of this in the sport. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Colossal. You can follow my Facebook page because I need more fans. Apparently, I went up 33,000%. I didn't in terms of my amount of views. That's good. You can go to storefrontier.com, wrestlingtees.com, purchase a shirt today, and follow my barbell. Yes, Barbie on Instagram and on Facebook, on Twitter. Other than that, you can also subscribe to a lot of content on there, and that's it. I promoted pretty much everything.
And there you go, Colossal Mike Law, ladies and gentlemen.
I don't know why I put the third.
Hey, yo, listen, man. I found my tag team partner. I'm like Cactus Jack in the battle bowl.
We're gonna kick their asses.
That's right.
The guys. That's right. I mean, obviously, I'm really like, we had to say 7-9 because we don't want to make anyone jealous. I should have. In all fairness.
So wait, your real height is what? 9'1"?
9'1"? 8'1". I grew from the time we started.
Oh, listen, man.
I got taller.
You know what? We pumped you up so much. You haven't reached your full potential yet. Yeah.
That's it. I don't have to fucking undo the giant thing. Keep growing.
Yeah. People like me and you can grow until our like 90s. Humans stop after 21, but people like me and you, the potential, there's no ceiling for us.
Absolutely.
Jesus dying. Yo, we appreciate you coming on, bro. You made our night. Even before all the cameos. Awesome, dude. Definitely want to have you back on. Oh, real quick before you go, real quick.
Weighing in at allegedly 750 pounds, he is the Colossal.
That's him.
Nigga always showing up late. God damn.
Word. He's leaving, show.
He's leaving. The man gotta go. He's closing the shop, man. You gotta go. Look, he's looking at us. He's like, he gotta go. Sorry, man. You fucked up, Joe. Listen,
His
you gotta
limo's
go.
outside waiting.
Word. His limo's outside. You gotta go. Bye, Mike.
Appreciate you, Mike.
Later, boys and girls.
Peace, bro.
One of the guys at this point, you fucked up. You fucked up. You fucked up. You fucked up.
You ran him off,
you
show.
fucked up.
You ran him off, show.
Up. Man.
Big Nick, what's going on?
5 minutes earlier. You know what? We appreciate you showing up, though.
Word.
We appreciate you showing up. Because, yo, it's before 11. We still have a little over an hour. Okay, you here?
No,
you
yes.
You know what? You're making improvements.
This is true. You got the Ric Flair robe.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah,
Mike Paul didn't know what the fuck was happening. He was like, "What the fuck?"
Yep.
No,
we had our own little cameo. We had our own little cameo. So what you missed, show is yeah. What you missed was Mike Pena came, Joakim came, Cosmic
Mike
came
Pena.
twice. Steve Pena. We're making people up. Mike Pena is now part of Colossal. Mike Pena is now part of Diamond Wrestling.
Oh,
just like NuKKle Law is a part of Diamond Wrestling. Mike Pena. Yeah, man. Yo, dude, we got a bunch of them. Yo, what? I just got. Let me hit up Pro and let him know that he fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought he fucked up me and you. And I'm never here on time. I showed up twice in a row on time. I did that. No, 3 times. Was it 3? No, did I show up on time last week? I don't remember.
Yes.
They did?
Yes, you did. Yeah.
Then I showed up early.
No.
But I don't think I showed up on time.
No,
it was the week before that when we had Joe.
Yeah. You showed up at like 9:30. You showed up at like 9:30. It was a lot.
Right. I still got here a little early, but all right. Yes. All right. And listen, I'm trying to keep my time and attendance here. Okay.
Listen,
I'm trying to see where we're going at. We're here.
I would have gotten on.
Oh man.
I didn't want to be disrupted. I know how I am in the car. I'll be shaky. I would have been taken away from the show. So I like to be clear.
Yeah.
You know what? You'd now. You'd be surprised that some of that is actually entertaining.
Yeah. We don't get the fucking sound bites, but it's you hear, bro.
Yeah. But amazing to have Colossal Mike Law, the third.
Yes.
I saw the third. I saw 1, 2, 3. I'm like, oh, is that the third? A word. Amazing. Everybody that did the pop-up from BCP and for La Shelter, let's go. Cosmic, yes, that's right. Everybody's in love with Cosmic. Everybody. Right, yes. It was great. It's like a fucking Royal Rumble.
Hell yeah.
It's like a Royal Rumble. Who's next? Where's the counter? Shit, this one's faster.
I was going to play that for the guests. For the people that haven't seen the guests.
You ran them off, Joe.
Okay.
You ran them off.
Okay.
Good. But yeah, little intro for the little video for the guest.
Nah, it's dope. You waited until he leaves to play, but
you know what? You still did it. You can still send it to him.
The crazy thing is, well, it's his. It's make sure y'all go to his page.
Oh, that's
and watch
right.
The whole video.
Yeah. I'm like, wait.
You
can send him that you actually did the clip, and he's like, hey, I was gonna do this for you.
Yeah. My bad.
I had this set up for you. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
He saw me.
It's okay. It's okay. You're here now. Let's talk about some wrestling. Let's talk about Mandy Rose.
Word.
I don't know. I'm going to for shit like this. Yo, come on, son. Like, she got fired for her fucking content. She knew it. And it was a choice. And I'm pretty sure that they gave her a choice.
She had content like that for months now.
I know.
This isn't new.
This is not new. They've been knowing about this.
Yeah.
It's not like it's not known. They know everything.
Yeah, I think that was a cop out. Honestly, I think that's what people are saying, and it's not the real.
So, I'm underneath the impression that, and hear me out here, because it's WWE. They're gonna give her the option to either take it down, or the repercussions are gonna. They're always gonna give you that option. To see what you would do.
Yeah.
And it was, if it was her choice, nah, I'm not going to take it down. Maybe she's making more bread off of that shit.
Yeah.
Than what she's actually getting paid. Or if not, then, it comes with its works and perks, right? Like, what more benefits am I going to get from just doing this, being my own, literally independent person? And she's been putting in work.
Yes.
Mandy has been putting in work in NXT. I've said this. I said, yo, she dropped the title because she's going to come in with Toxic Attraction, and that's going to be the new trio for the women's division that is kind of needed in a way. Just get fresh meat and just like rotation of new people.
Yep.
And the next day, after she drops the belt, she's fucking fired. And
Yep.
oh, wait, that's right. Then Vince McMahon wants to come back.
Yo, that's crazy. You get rid of someone because of porn, but then you want to bring someone back that has sexual allegations against them. If this isn't fucking like, if this
Are
isn't
you?
some
What type of
crazy shit.
backward ass world do we live in right now? So you get mad at Mandy, but yet the CEO, the former CEO of the company wants to come back because he felt like, and I quote, got bad advice from people close to me.
Yeah.
Are you talking about Stephanie? Are you talking about are you talking about the last bitch you fucked? Are you talking about
Yeah.
John
One of the
Laurinaitis? What are you
one of the
talking
lawyers.
about? Word. Which lawyer told you, man, I can't watch the product no more? No, you need to retire. You need
Yes.
to fucking retire. That's what it was. His lawyer was like, man, you're killing the fucking I used to like this.
Yeah.
What is this? Nah.
And
No, you need to retire.
the crazy shit is I don't see him as the type that takes advice from anyone when it comes to running his company. But then he's gonna take that advice? Yeah, okay. You did that shit on your own, bro.
But the fact that you publicly that nigga's trying to pull a fucking Ric Flair. I retired, but I'm coming back from retirement. No
One
chance.
last decade.
No chance in hell. You thought you was gonna get rid of me? No chance. No chance.
You're gonna screw me?
You're gonna screw me? I fought God.
Word.
Which
He's
was
gonna
the
come
most
out and
bizarre thing.
he's gonna come out on some fucking button. But yeah, man.
Listen up, you son of a bitch!
I'm back.
Oh no.
It was me, Austin. He's back.
Oh my God.
He starts joining in the storyline.
No, we don't need this.
Yeah.
We don't need this.
You all right, Sho?
You gotta...
I'm broke, but I'm here. I'm feeling terrible, bro.
Oh no.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell y'all gave me. I quit. That's it. It was you. It was you, Toe.
Yeah.
What did you give me?
It's some common sense. It's hurt. It hurts.
Damn. Damn.
I look at Sho and I
That was
say,
like just ruthless. Like, wow. Wow. You know what? I'm gonna smoke this for you, bro. I'm gonna smoke this for you, Sho.
Word.
You know?
Sorry, the Sho knows that I love him and I don't let nobody else talk about him like that.
Yes, only Toe.
That's right.
But I mean, I know one more individual that might be able to talk to you like that, but that's about
Yeah. I know who that is.
Oh, bro! You fucked up! You fucked up,
bro!
You fucked up,
bro!
You fucked up, bro! That's it! She came, she saw, she conquered not once, but twice! And she's gone! Gone!
Yeah,
gone with the wind! In the cosmic world, where all the Sailor Moon live. She said, though, if you really loved her, just order something from her Amazon wish list. You know where it's at. You know where it's at.
Mm-hmm.
Just press that button, she said, and show your appreciation. She ain't probably say all that, but she probably did. Deep down in her soul, you know, I am not happy. Well, I mean, you know, yeah, that happens.
Spinal. Yeah, man. Yo. She came on and you asked Gigi. I was like, yo, wait, Cosmic, before you go. And she's in the back of the camera.
And then she already walked out for the first time, and then she came back.
Yep.
And then she heard it.
Yep. And she was like, well, everyone loves me. I said, no, but my man loves you for real. Ain't no infatuation with you. He loves you for real. And that's when Gigi was like, well, then buy her something more for him. Yeah, I did. You was too busy.
Say all that.
You was too busy
No.
scheming.
No. I wasn't scheming.
Oh, for
Nah,
Amazon.
man, nah. Listen, this cosmic. This is who she is.
I
You love
understand
her.
it, but
You get the
but
Amazon wish list.
but this is my man Pro. He got the blue eyes, the slick back hair, the nice little mustache. You know what I'm saying? You don't fuck around with Amazon. He is an Amazon. You know what I'm saying? Like he's
Did you
My
just
man
say
is
some
look,
Vicks
did you
right
just
now?
did you just take a hit
Yo,
of cocaine?
not for nothing. I didn't want to do this with Mike. I didn't want to do this
You
with
didn't
Mike
say
on.
all that, bro.
But
I'm telling you,
yo,
My
he
man
just said
said,
he loves you. He really loves you, man.
I said if Pro was right here, he'll be on some easy there, big fella. Easy there. You know, you want some of the
Oh
Pro
my
strudel?
Wait, did you say pro strudel? That's what you said. Pro strudel.
Pros
Wow.
like his
Pros, like
shoot,
pro
yes.
strudel.
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
Noodles.
Yeah.
That's the same thing. That's it. Ooh, and yo, he legit said your real name. He said his name is
Yeah.
Dave, so he put your name out there. I told him
Yeah.
to
I
not
love it.
embarrass us. I told him this, and
was nowhere near
I'm
the
only
screen.
one
Okay,
person
Gigi?
in
Nowhere
this.
near the screen, Gigi. Hey, listen, I didn't want it.
I wish I can block your screen so I don't have to fucking see that shit.
There was a couple sentences that was hard for me to get out because my nose was like fucking
But
stuffed.
I'm so proud of you. What was that word you said? What's that big word you said earlier?
Inaugural. Yeah, inaugural Nemesis Battleweight Champion.
I just want to hear you say it please one more time.
Blue cheese.
Brother,
Blue cheese. What's up, brother?
Blue cheese is good on. Yes, he's good with wings.
Mm-hmm.
Shit.
Not for me. Not for me.
You're a
No
rancher?
judgment, not for me. I like honey barbecue. I like the sweet and spicy type of thing.
Yeah,
so that's what I like. Ranch is too much. It's too heavy.
It's too creamy.
It's just a little bit much.
Yeah.
I mean, if there's no other alternative, then I would take that. But that's kind of like the or plain or just or plain. That sounds about right.
The word. Not. I mean, I get it. I love the honey barbecue also.
On Saturday, I'm gonna be having passion fruit wings. Let's see how that is. I'll let you know.
Passion fruit wings. Did I hear that correctly?
That's what my cousin said. Chinola wings. I was like, I'll take them. I gotta see this.
I didn't know you can put passion fruit on a wing.
I don't know. Damn, look at Gigi's face.
Yeah, Gigi was like, this is not something I want to be a part of at this moment. Please leave a message at the end of the tone.
That's a strong negative for me.
Come on. With the munchies, they just do something crazy. Put everything in the bag, crush it. Tacos.
Listen, I got rice, I got chicken, I got salad. I'm okay.
You be cooking regular shit.
No. Listen, I'm not just cooking regular shit. I'm cooking shit on a budget. All right? Go fuck yourself. It was chicken this week, right?
You never made chocolate milk white rice? I'm trying to match the energy of the passion fruit wings. You get passion fruit wings, chocolate milk fly lice. You know, I don't know, man, what y'all be doing.
No. Can we not? What? What's happening?
I don't know.
No, we were having a really good flow. You wait a minute. We were talking about Vins, and now we're talking about wings, and we just made a left turn in Albuquerque, and we're not doing this. Wait, what's the next word to talk about? Like, nah, man, nah.
How my pro students ain't gonna be touched.
Yo, pro fucked up. It's passion, but oh man, I understand that.
Yo, first off,
no, there's no first off. Just stop.
Yeah, no, listen.
Just stop. No, there's no first off.
To women that are behind the camera that can't see me, and that are like in Queens. All right, there's no like she can't physically hurt me. All right, so I know how to speak to them when they're that far away. That's why I always fuck with Gigi when she's on camera. But when she's in my face, I be chilling.
Debo.
Yeah.
Debo's here.
You know what I'm saying?
This nigga's like, nah, not in public. I ain't gonna do this. Nah, I'm
Yeah,
alright.
word.
If there's other
Word.
what you looking at? Nope. None.
Yeah, there's a threat there.
I saw something move. I'm gonna go check it out.
It was John
Word.
Cena.
Word.
Oh.
And when I'm a safe distance away. That's right, motherfucker. What's up, show?
I was gonna ask.
What's up?
Coming back to wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I was gonna ask you how to catch me up because I haven't watched much with this hellacious schedule I've been on. Anything important? Anybody?
Do we want to cover Raw? I guess we want to start with that real quickly. Shit. Did I see Raw? I did see Raw.
Alexa Bliss is slowly turning back into the.
Oh, I saw it because I was kind of chatting with you guys about the trivia. Not the trivia, but just in the chat. Yes. I'm excited. I know how much you probably hate this. I know how much you fucking hate this and Lily. All right. But in all honesty, nobody fits the role better than Alexa Bliss.
Yeah.
You can't switch it up and just make it Liv Morgan. It just, or even Nikki Cross for a moment. Because for a moment I was like, okay, Nikki Cross can be, because she's kind of psychotic and she can be one of those like a possible messenger. Like she was in NXT at one point when she delivered a message to Alistair. Right?
Yeah.
Like kind of like that type of moment. You can't have the thing. This was what bothered me though. Bianca Belair, I love her as my champion, but sis, how you gonna make me believe that for someone who was in wrestling and has all the energy turned up, gave her a hug, and she put you in a position for Sister Abigail? I'm like, am I to believe that she's in this trance with Alexa? Because it took her a second to be like, girl, what are you doing?
Yeah, it did look like she almost got possessed too. Like she snapped out, like, what the fuck are you doing?
Right. So I'm like, I'm trying to figure out if when you get put into the Sister Abigail, does the opponent get into a trance? Because for me, for a second, if you automatically was like, yeah, okay, bitch, I'm gonna be like, what the fuck is wrong with you? I'm like instantly like, hold up, nah, well, hold up, take off the earrings, nah,
Word,
what you doing?
Girl,
right,
you know, that shit,
right.
there.
But she just stood there, and I was just like, why is she just in the position and not about to be like knocking this bitch out? Like, and then she snapped out of it. They snapped out of it. Let's just put it that way. They snapped out of it. I don't know what to believe of what is to become Alexa Bliss or a Sister Abigail. Sister Abigail is always going to be a move.
Yeah.
So, not for nothing. Really quickly, not for nothing. WWE is kind of smart if they play this right. And I'm going to tell you why. Because in pop culture right now, one of the craziest fucking trends is happening, which is Wednesday from the Addams Family. Gothic, scary, not scary, but you know, right? And then you have Alexa Bliss, which is going to be the Wednesday of WWE.
Yeah.
Play into that, but make it into a darker type of style.
So let me ask you a question, Gigi, because there's something that you mentioned that popped into my mind that's almost like a trend. You know how they say that Dwight has the six or whatever?
Yep.
What if
White.
it's Alexa? What if it's Alexa, Oscar, Nikki, and Liv Morgan all turning? Because they all out of nowhere are starting to get a little more crazy. Oscar's not wearing the face paint; she's a little bit more serious. Liv Morgan snapped with Ronda Rousey, and she's smiling and laughing, all that. Nikki Cross came out of nowhere, snapped, and she's acting crazy also. What if he's possessing them also? Like it's a whole faction of why, like the Wyatt Six is women and not men.
Because kind of also represents the certain characters that he has right now. So you mean to tell me Mercy the Buzzer is a woman and not a man? Or the rabbit. Yes. Why? Because we have the bunny in AEW. So why wouldn't I see a woman play rabbit? Absolutely. The Fiend. I want to say yes, even though we know it's a man.
Yeah.
But I can see Asuka playing that.
Yeah.
Kind of digging away to go back to her Japan roots. And then she has that face paint that she has. That Japan, oh my God, the character that we kind of need. We're done with dancing Asuka.
Ready for
yeah.
She throws the
We're
miss,
not ready.
right?
We're everybody's now officially done and ready with Asuka. We need somebody else.
Yeah.
And that's her Japan character. But obviously they're not gonna go ahead and give her that same Japan New Japan name of a character. So it's gonna be a different name. But the persona is going to be very much how Asuka was in New Japan.
Yeah, and the thing is with New Japan, and I'm pretty sure Show would agree with me, because I specifically and Show specifically don't know her character in Japan. I would like a little explanation of her
just
instead
kind
of her
of.
just.
I didn't really know much about it either. I just kind of looked up old YouTube matches that she had while being with that face mask. I'm really not gonna get a story. I'm just going to see how her style was and how she manipulated her opponent, or just kind of threw them off because the intimidating look, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Put that with the type of style that she has. She fights rough. Thing is that everybody else is going over her. Bring back that crazy fucking hand bitch.
Undefeated.
That fucked up everybody.
Wasn't she
in
undefeated?
NXT?
Yeah, in NXT she was
absolutely. She's the only woman in NXT history to remain a women's champion to go to the main roster. She never lost a match in NXT from her debut to that last day. And she is the only one that holds that title. She is the only one that holds that history. Nobody topped that, and nobody will.
Yep.
Damn.
And the best part was, it wasn't like she was unstoppable. She showed she was smarter than the other wrestlers. She would find a way to win.
Mm-hmm.
Is she the Bret Hart of the females?
Was.
Yeah, you could definitely say that.
Was. I'm gonna say was.
Yeah.
Because I don't know.
She's
just
what,
like,
in a perfect world, Jade would similarly look like, being undefeated. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, if Jade was more polished and you did the undefeated shit, Jade would look like the new Asuka.
But the thing is
Yep.
that Asuka's been wrestling for like ever. A
Yeah.
lot longer than Jade.
Yes.
So by the time Asuka reached the age that Jade is now, her in-ring abilities, were sharpened, was quick, and she on top of that, that's like in her young 20s or
Yeah.
30s, you know, like
Yeah,
still,
yeah.
and then she's a mom on top of that.
Yeah, that's true. Jeez.
Mm-hmm.
And wrestling in Japan is, you know, a lot different than wrestling in America, especially for like women and
Absolutely.
stuff. So her
Absolutely.
coming over, her coming over and them showing that she had like an upper hand against the women in NXT, it
Mhm.
was almost like a blessing in disguise for fans. Because like when I mentioned it to Mike Law, that hot tag they did, when you do those
Mhm.
little things that people could catch, like, oh wait, she just outsmarted this girl. Like she just barely got away with a victory because she's seasoned. She's a veteran in the game and she knows how to do it. She took advantage of you. That I love because there's a story now in her streak. It's not just go out there, spear somebody in 10 seconds and you win. You know, like
Right.
even Baron Corbin when he was undefeated in NXT, and they did that little story where he was beating people in 10 seconds, and then the other guy, Bull, somebody came out and beat somebody in 10 seconds, and they did that little rivalry. I don't know if you remember that. Like
Mm-hmm.
when he was the lone wolf. It's like
Yep.
shit like that. It's like now we're making this undefeated streak mean something.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
So they just kind of
Yeah.
they need to get back to the roots. You know, like
Yes.
let's get back to basics. What was it that attracted us? What was it to attract the fans? She was unstoppable. But the thing
Yes.
is that she was always loved in NXT because she put in the work. And she has some great matches. This turn that we're gonna get is gonna be so good for her character and so good for her. So it's a refresher because we haven't seen the side of Asuka yet.
Yeah,
we
not on the
really
main
haven't
roster.
seen. No, ever.
Yeah.
In her WWE career, she is really not known to be the bad guy. Maybe one match of not the favor, but at the end of the match, the fans are still going to cheer for her. She's always kind of like a face, right?
Yeah.
She wasn't really much of a heel.
I think she only had like one little heel thing. That was when she was wrestling with Bailey.
Yeah, and then the
when
next
when
week,
she won the title from Bailey or something.
but then like the following week, she was like teaming up with somebody. It just didn't. You didn't know if she was a face or a heel.
Yeah, and I think Asuka would make a phenomenal fucking heel. You know,
I think so. Absolutely.
like
man, that's gonna be good. I'm just like really trying to think about the Wyatt Six and thinking about how Asuka can completely fit into this. But man, it can't just be a faction of just one guy and all girls.
But what if it was one of those things where it's like Bray Wyatt's dealing with his stuff, and it's not the Fiend doing this to it, and it's Uncle Chewy?
Uncle Howdy. Uncle Howdy.
I swear to God, I was gonna call him Uncle Fester. Uncle Howdy is like fucking with her the same way he's fucking with Bray, and it's like it's not they maybe they're not the Wyatt Six, but they're another faction. They're like the NWO Wolfpack. You know what I'm saying? Like they're the Abigail's 4 and the Wyatt 6 or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Because you know it would leave like you'll have the women on Raw and then Bray Wyatt and his people on SmackDown, and it's like, all right, now you got an actual conglomerate of people that are running both shows.
I think it's going to take some time to get there. I can see that. I don't see that happening instantly. I feel like they need to overcome one show first before dividing. In all honesty, in order for it to be a complete success, you divide first. You conquer one, and then you conquer it for a little while, and then you decide, you know what, fuck it, I'm just gonna go to Raw too, or go to SmackDown. I think I think the smartest way to run this is basically take down like one main roster instead of just dividing it. Uncle Fester, instead of just fucking dividing it overall. I think it's smart. Oh man, I really want this to be. I really want Bo Dallas to be part of it. It's in my feelings. I need it in my feelings. I feel it.
Yeah.
I don't care how long it takes. It's the fact that if I see Bo Dallas part of this, I'll be okay. Listen, I was so happy and content when I finally got my Kevin Owens and Elias promo, and I knew fucking Kevin Owens was not going to disappoint me. He was like, are you fucking kidding me? You've been torturing me this whole fucking time. How could you? Oh, you want my help? Go fuck yourself. That wasn't me. That was Ezekiel. You motherfucker. That was you. Shade. Oh. Go fuck yourself. Get the fuck out my face. Go fuck yourself.
That's what makes
and it's so good. It hits you.
Yeah. That's what makes wrestling phenomenal, is because we have 50 years of storyline that's really a continuation of every storyline. So for them to, fuck around, whatever, and then he goes, yo, I need your help, and to go back to that storyline, it's like, yes, because if you didn't, people be like, wait, didn't you have beef with Ezekiel? Like, what the fuck?
What?
Y'all just gonna gloss over this?
Ezekiel?
Yeah.
That's it. Ezekiel was forgotten. And that's it. He's never coming back. He's hung up his boots for now. He's still recovering. Oh, man. Yo, you know what would be so fucking funny? I swear. If they made a fucking another, just shits and gigs of a meeting between Ezekiel and Elias. And but it's just look, it's on my phone. And we were just together. That's you.
With the fakest fucking picture.
Word. That's you.
With like half the beard not erased because the Photoshop didn't catch it.
My daughter does better editing than you. My kids does better editing than you.
Then we get a masked man in the crowd every time Elias comes. It's like, yo, is that Ezekiel? Is that Ezekiel? And then they pull off the mask and it's Elroy, but it's really Buff Bagwell, just as dressed as Steve Rogers, as Mr. Rogers, but it's Elroy. Like, fuck it, Elroy's supposed to be the older brother. Don't look at me like that, show.
What?
Pimp changed his name to Pimp Boy Brooklyn.
No, we just gonna call you Pimp. We disrespectful here. Sorry, you can't just name change us like that. Like,
word.
Nah,
I didn't even call you your full name when you was the other one. So I called you Pimp to begin with.
Hey,
That's all you get from me. We don't read here, baby. In this box.
But you did so well today. I'm so proud of you. We're joining for that big work. That's an achievement. That's like an Xbox Unlocked achievements. You got 25 points. Get those XP points, baby.
That's it.
Oh shit.
We gotta celebrate those little victories.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Oh man. Yeah. But I try, Gigi. I don't want to embarrass anyone but myself.
You did well today. I'm proud of you. I'm just here like, y'all, you can just keep talking. That's cool. I love this shit. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go on.
That's
You
why I
had
just
all the
sound like-
questions. You know what's the craziest thing is that the questions that you had, right, were pretty much more or less what I had in my head, and I'm like, damn, think of another one. You know what? They're just gonna go.
Yeah,
There's just,
you know,
just let it ride. Ride the wave, G. Ride the wave.
the crazy shit is, as soon as he got on and we fixed that audio issue, even though we still had a little bit, it was way worse the first time. As soon as we fixed it and we started talking, my man, we was just questioning back and forth the same way on the podcast, and he goes, "Are we live?" I was like, "No." He goes, "Let's save this for the podcast." I said, "Oh no, I got more." I got more. I was just going because I watched another podcast with him and I'm listening to what he's saying and I'm like, okay, so he started in 98. He does the backstage producing of matches. He's been wrestled this guy, he did this guy, that. He actually wants to talk about the difference between the fans and the eras. I'm like, all right. This kid ain't asking him these questions. He just left. I was like, all right, cool. So we're gonna get him into this and then we're gonna start talking about it. Because the one advantage we have over all these other podcasts is we're old enough to remember that era and before that era. You know what I'm saying? Like Gigi's still like 22 years old, but you know she studied the game. But me, I'm an old fogey. You know what I'm saying? So I lived during those times. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, bro, I was there with you.
The one
he was
time
15,
that I can
I
agree
was
with
10.
your 1-800 facts. That's all I'm going to say right now.
That's it.
I will say
like
that my
I
bones
said,
sometimes don't feel it.
No, I hear you.
I feel my spinal. That shit's not crack on popped on me like a fucking Rice Krispie treat right now. Shit.
Word. Yo, show, not for nothing. With the exception of Joe Kim and me and him going back and forth arguing each other, that had to be one of the funnest interviews we've ever did. You know?
Word. And that's right. Let it be known that nobody right now can top the amount of cameos.
Word.
The Colossal might put on the play down.
So what happened? He was in a room with people?
Yo, he was in the Fallout Shelter where they train. Today is he told me before he got on, he's like, he usually does Wednesdays and Thursdays, he trains in the Fallout Center because he's a coach. But he's like, for some reason, Santi, Pena, and some other guys showed up and he's like, well, I guess they're gonna be the coach today and I get to do the podcast. I said, we lucked out. Which I don't think was a coincidence, if you know what I'm saying. Thanks, Joe Kim. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Like word?
But yeah, you know,
I got you.
Words. Like you do, go ahead. We got these guys coming. Word. And then just Joe Kim was walking back and forth because he was sitting in front of the door. And next thing you know, Joe Kim pulls in Steve Pena. He pulls in another guy. They had to make a move a room. Joe Kim leaves and everybody in the training was like, oh, you're doing the podcast? Let's fuck with you. Cosmic comes out. He pulls out two other guys that just started there. Another prospect. Then Santi comes out, beats his ass up. I thought he had a sandwich, but he had a napkin. You know, it's hard to tell the two apart.
It was just moving so quickly. We didn't know what was going on. We were so confused. I smoked, he got high. It was a lot going on.
Usually happens.
There was like 8 or 9 cameos.
Make sure you cut them up.
I think I counted 9. I counted 9. I'm about to keep going and checking.
And that's the best part about it, Joe. I told them all, I said, you're all welcome to come on. Fuck it. We gave them the big screen and you just run through. I was waiting for the cha-cha line to be in the background, you know?
It's a copa. Copa cabana.
With Pena with his belts and Santi attacking him from the back. Oh, man. Yeah, it was definitely dope. Yeah, I warned him about the NG in the beginning of the show and I caught him. You saw his face when I came out. You motherfuckers, it's Thursday night. He was like,
yo,
what the fuck?
Yeah. No, I look at, this is the best part. Okay. When I'm listening to the intro, first and foremost, there's some parts where it's like really high, and I was like, I need to lower down the volume because it is a bit much for my ears. And then we get into the videos where sometimes it sounds low, and I'm like, All right, I'm not
Gotta
gonna
do
wait
that.
until, you know what? I'll wait until after fucking Toe says something because I know he's gonna start screaming and going fucking crazy. I already know it. I'm just gonna leave it. That's perfect, right?
Yep.
And as soon as we got on, you were like, "Let's go, motherfucker!" And I was like, and I'm like watching him, just watching him, like, and I saw his eyes light up. He was like,
Yeah. Yeah, and it's funny too because in the middle of my screaming, Joakim walks through the door. I was like, "Let's go!" What's up, Joakim? Everybody, you don't get it. Just
"Yo, this is random."
That was dope.
Like what?
That was dope.
word.
Yo, Kenny
Yeah,
said
man.
you need a new intro. He gonna make you one.
Yo, listen, I need help getting these clips together. So if we could collab and get the clips together, we'll get Pro in on this. We'll make a new intro, and we'll make some shit happen. I want to know what you guys think that they're planning Brock Lesnar versus Gunther sometime next year. Will this do?
I said it. I want it.
Let's do
I
what?
want it.
Will this do what? My bad. My brain stopped working.
Word. I do.
Yeah, will it?
Yo, so you
I don't
look
know.
like me.
Yo, you know what's funny? I see the New York Jets sign, and I see Terrence. I don't know why I thought you had a fucking English accent. You know, like I thought he was from like
Wow.
yeah.
Damn, this strand is really fucking good.
No,
Hot
let me tell you something.
damn.
Yeah, who was in the Royal Rumble? I picked Biggie, but here's the thing. Today was one of the worst I've ever was driving home. I was falling asleep, but I was up. And right when we about to get off the exit in the highway to come home, I'm like, yo, I gotta do something. So I start a conversation with my brother, and I literally do this. You know what happens when they get into this lane? And then you need to use both hands. And my brother goes, what the fuck just happened? I said, bro, I started talking to you, and I fell into a micro nap driving on the fucking highway.
I've seen you do that.
Dude, and I had a fucking dream during that micro nap of me trying to instruct someone how to ski. And I finished my fucking sentence on instructing someone how to ski to my brother. And he goes, how the fuck did you just go, you know what's happening? Two hands.
We need rest.
Yo, bro.
Bro.
That's what happened to me on the highway. And then as soon as Mike Law shows up on camera, energy's up. I'm like, let's go, baby. Let's fucking do this.
I like it. You did the fucking Randy Orton.
Damn, even Gigi's freezing now.
I got cold. No, but to be fair, I have my window open, the fan out.
Yeah.
I'm smoking. Listen, there's small sacrifices like this during this time of year where we must think about buying me a space heater for this room just in case.
Yeah.
No, you know what? I have one. I just can't find it.
That's not gonna help.
No.
Yeah.
He's still gonna be cold.
But it's good to know that I have it somewhere in this house. So
I might eventually be on.
It's always the last place you look.
Probably with my Christmas tree that I still haven't put up yet. You know, I'll wait 2 days before. I'm like, let's see this. I'm not gonna wait 2 days. I'm really not gonna do that. It's gonna get done before Christmas. That's all that matters. All right. Life happens. Someone falls asleep on the wheel.
Yeah.
Talking about what were you dreaming about again? How to give somebody instructions to what? To ski?
I went snowboarding once. Yeah.
You went ski?
Yo, dude, I saw me holding the two bars with my hands. Like, you got to use both hands to push.
Yo, that's crazy. Like that.
Yeah, I had black snow gloves. The bars was black. I'm going down the fucking mountain. Yeah.
That's got to be the scariest moment when you wake up and realize what the fuck just happened.
I had an actual scary moment where a truck woke me up. I was like, oh, shit. Then I fell back asleep. But today I just laughed my ass off. I was like, wow, I can't believe I just did that. And
so
did you give up the wheel?
Do you drink coffee? You do,
really.
right?
I drink soda.
So no. You might want to take a little espresso. You might have to take a shit later, but that's okay. And okay. But bruh, nah. Yo, that's wild. You can't just be skiing down the highway. There's no snow there.
Yeah.
Nah. No, it's not snowing. It's still raining. Nah, you can't ski down there. Nah, that's not. Wow. And you had a vivid dream. Now that's the shit.
And it was like a micro senate. Yeah, it was.
You travel to a different universe in microseconds. What planet Earth are you on right now?
I'm in traffic. And I'm like, yo, I'm about to get off the exit, and I'm complaining how people are getting on this lane to get back in the highway. And I'm like, yo, that's what's fucking causing the traffic. And that was what I was trying to say. But I was like, yo, these fucking people get in this lane, and you got to use both hands.
Yo, that's crazy.
That's okay.
Yo,
yeah.
you see how funny it's just like, yeah, I just told people to do this. And nigga, you was driving. So
you're a jet ski instructor in another life.
Yo,
I knew it. Parallel universe.
I'll fucking throw ice at you, man. Yo, you look a little sleepy. Let me put some ice down your back real quick. Yo, give me one of McDonald's cups. I got you. Don't worry about it. No. Just keep driving. Just keep driving. Pour the whole cup down your fucking back. Like, oh, you woke up right now, huh? That's right. I waited for. At least you'll know I'm gonna wait for a red light. I'm not gonna be reckless while I do that shit while you're driving. I'll wait like, oh, you look a little sleepy. Red light. Oh, okay. Let me see you got something on your back. Nigga, wake up. That's
it. Shit. Man said do
I'm letting you know my plan now. Damn. So if it were ever to happen, I'm not apologizing because I told you right here, right now, what I will do. Because I am your friend.
Correct.
All right.
We're wrestling with knuckleheads.
I hear you. Are you drinking too much caffeine?
In the back of the car.
No, listen.
He's not drinking enough.
In all honesty, if your daughter was in the back of the car and I was feeling like that, I would give somebody else.
No, I know you wouldn't.
Yeah.
But it would still give me an excuse to put ice down your back. So it was like, you look sleepy. No, I don't. Yeah, you do, nigga.
I'll be in the passenger seat like, the fuck? I'm not even driving. But you still can't sleep, nigga.
Wake your ass up.
Word.
This is my precaution. Just making sure. We're just making sure it was hot. It was hot in there. It was hot. Blame the fucking. It was hot. It was a hot gym. It's just a hot area.
Word. It's not the caffeine intake. It's the sleep intake. Yesterday I went to sleep at 2 o'clock in the morning.
There's not enough time to get a good night rest.
Yeah.
I think my average is anywhere from 4 to 5 hours a day. And I think
mine dropped to like 3 to 4.
3 to 4. Last night mine was 3 to 4. I was fucking delirious this morning.
Yeah.
I was delirious. I started making fucking like southern. I started talking southernly. Like, oh my heavens. What a mess. This is such a mess here. Oh my Lord.
Sweet tea.
What? Oh my head. They did not clean the coffee pot. Oh, good Lord. I was not cleaning up this shit. Nope. You all right, Gigi? Yeah, no, I'm good.
That's Gigi's improper lady. You know, back in the 50s when they taught you how to sit and then talking on that's Gigi's lady spirit coming out.
That's it.
Oh my!
She's in this. I do declare. My heavens, oh my heavens, my heavens. I feel faint.
Why wouldn't these monsters clean up the coffin tray?
Touch me, Lord. Touch me, Lord. Wait, turn around. Wait, which one of you niggas gonna catch me? Hold up. Oh, yeah. Catch me, Lord. Jeez, in Jesus' name. Have you had your coffee yet? I had 2 cups, but they were both small, so I combined them. So technically, I kind of had like I told you, my 1 large and 3/4 doing my Scott Steiner math.
Yo, I read that and I was like 12. Like, I don't know what the math is, but 12. I just guessed. I was like Pythagorean theorem, rise over run. I'm like 12. Somewhere in there.
Somewhere in there. Somewhere in between the lines. Yo, I'm terrible. I'm like, I'm making 10 cups of coffee. Why?
Word.
Because all y'all niggas is gonna end up drinking the coffee anyway. So what's the sense of just making 6 cups?
Word. You better check if you have
And
sleep apnea. I don't got sleep apnea. I got no sleep.
Me neither.
That's what I got. I got no sleep.
No, it's just
Yo,
that we have life. And listen, man, he does a podcast Monday through Friday. It's not just a
Saturday.
fucking show. It's a goddamn network, bitch.
That's right, motherfucker.
Sorry. You didn't deserve that. But you kind of did.
Stupid idiot.
Stupid. Sorry.
That's my favorite.
You're not stupid. I'm sorry, Terrence. I am so sorry, Terrence.
For that,
you just made the list.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I mean to pick on you. My bad.
Word.
Come back.
I'm not done yet.
Come back.
I'm not done yet.
Come back.
All right.
Come back.
Shut up, bitch.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry we put you through this.
Yeah.
Oh, poor Terrence. He's never coming back.
Yeah. Come back. Come back, you.
Come back.
Shit. I don't need sleep.
Oh, shit. Oh, man. It's okay. My bad. My bad.
Yeah,
I'm
but
trying
we
to
love
say
you.
sorry with a straight face, but it's so fucking difficult and hard.
Word. Yo,
It's damn nearly impossible. Oh, man.
Everybody's coming and y'all miss Mike Law in the best fucking interview we ever had.
Word.
Check that shit out. All right, let's see.
Okay.
I just read. All right, so Price goes. I just read an interview that Triple H is very disappointed. So, Sasha Banks didn't resign. Sasha Banks didn't resign. He's also disappointed with the people he got coming back. Lackluster.
I think that's what he's talking about. How he's disappointed. And that Sasha Banks didn't. Yeah, so Triple H has been reported that Triple H is very disappointed with some of the rehires that he's done. This is what we've read. This is what's out there. And I don't know if he's underwhelmed by their performance, or if someone else is saying it and then it's like kind of trickling down to him. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it's all politics.
Yeah. But I mean, I wouldn't be too surprised if he actually did say that he's like underwhelmed with what the people that he bring back are doing, because Braun Strowman ain't really doing nothing. Gargano,
no, he was a bad rehire.
Yeah. Gargano with this whole Miz angle shit ain't catching.
No. Gargano is unique in his own way. I like Gargano because it adds a character to Dexter. So we kind of need that right now, because Dexter Lumis can't just always be the stalker. It has to kind of develop in its own way. I see the story in that. There's a bigger picture to that one, because it also includes Candice LeRae, and now all of a sudden Nikki Cross.
Yeah,
Which Nikki Cross lately, Nikki Cross lately has been stalking them, and you see her just like kind of like hanging out in the background, just like always like lurking. And it's different, because this is Nikki Cross just like looking over the Garganos, like her, again, very much sanity character, like the persona of that. But the question is that, are we going to go into the route where Nikki Cross wants to just like beat up Candice LeRae and just hurt her and everything like that? Or are we going to get this bullshit of Nikki Cross and Dexter Lumis love match? And then we're going to get the Hartwell to come to the main roster and be like, fuck you, that's my man.
I think that's what we're going to get.
I think for shits and giggles, because it's not supposed to make sense, but it is the way. All right? It is the way how it's supposed to go down. Indy Hartwell is forever tied to Dexter Lumis because of their amazing NXT wedding segment. You can't not take that away. Out of all of WWE weddings that I have ever seen, this is the only fucking wedding that did not break out into a fucking brawl, and it was by far one of the most funniest shits. And it was a feel-good moment because it was dumb as fuck, but it was still fucking good and entertaining. I mean, for fuck's sake, Dexter Lumis doesn't talk. My man had a whole fucking little throwing fucking blade and knife and shit like that, ready to fucking kill your ass. And so, does anybody have anything to say? Nope. All right, let's do this. Like, the fact that he actually spoke was always a big thing because he doesn't speak.
Yeah.
So you need somebody like Johnny Gargano to kind of carry him for a moment until we get into the character of him painting and drawing people as the next phase of Dexter Lumis.
No, yeah. And you said it, but I didn't see the wedding, but I heard the part where he spoke, and I know that was a big thing. But yeah, that would be dope to see, like, Nikki Cross attracted to Dexter Lumis, and Dexter Lumis is just quiet, so he doesn't have a avenue to defend himself against Nikki. So now Gargano's like, yo, what are you doing? And then Hartwell comes in and is like, that's my man, and then now they're fighting all over each other. That'd be kind of dope. It'd definitely be refreshing.
It's a way to kind of, in a way it'll also be like kind of full circle, right? We had this in NXT. Because of everything that happened, she got divorced overnight. The ring came off overnight, unfortunately. And then he came back. And not only did he come back to the main roster, but he also came back to NXT just to kind of say goodbye to her. Right?
Yeah.
And so he got arrested in front of her and the doors closed. That's what happened. That's how we ended Index in NXT. But we've been hearing it, that Indy Hartwell belongs on the main roster. The thing is that who is Indy Hartwell besides, what is her character? I love her as a wrestler, but will she get lost in the shuffle with the character that she needs? If it's to play the smart way, she would need to be paired up with Candice LeRae.
Yeah.
It's the only way to kind of break her in. And then I think she'll be a standout star. I think she's still trying to find that full character development that she's kind of grown into now. especially in the recent months, than she has been like in the beginning of the year.
Yeah, because I could definitely see, because even Candice LeRae a little bit is falling in the shuffle. You know, without Gargano around, like she's just another woman on the roster that's wrestling. You know what I'm saying? Like, because the Dexter Loomis is tying them all together. He's an anchor to their storyline right now. And then when they they move on from that, it what do we see from them? But right now everything goes with Dexter Loomis. And to have Hartwell come in and she propels herself off of Dexter Loomis, and that storyline with Nikki Cross would be something totally different than now just being involved with the champion. You know, you like that to me is refreshing to have more than one storyline go on for the women, and one of them not have anything to do with the title. I think is dope. You know what I'm saying? So that could propel both Candice LeRae and Hartwell, with Dexter Loomis, being that anchor. But without that, I could definitely see her just being another one of Bianca Belairs or whatever the fuck they call them.
Oh, we actually we didn't. I don't think we got a chance to touch on that. Like you said, I'm sorry, you're saying Bianca Belair, but I'm thinking about Sasha Banks.
Yes, we could definitely touch on that.
Yeah, no, my bad. No, you continue. Because my hot ass was like, yes. You said Bianca Belair, and I'm like, yes, Sasha Banks.
Yo, listen. If anybody knows what you're going through right now, it's me. Because these motherfuckers are trying to get in the lane, and you got to use both hands when you're going down the mountain. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but I was pretty much that was my piece on that. So if you want to transition to Sasha, we definitely can.
Yeah, why not? So they couldn't come into agreement. She's been done since the summertime. So negotiations was just going on since the summertime of whether you won't pay me the money. Nah. Cool. Wrestle in Mexico. And then at the same time, while she's training in Mexico, she was filming a movie in Boston.
Oh, she was filming a movie. Okay.
Yeah, she was filming a movie in Boston. So she was traveling back and forth to Mexico and Boston.
Okay.
And as of January 1st, she will be a complete new free agent, and New Japan Wrestling is a go.
That's probably why she wasn't able to work with the WWE, because she probably wanted one of those lighter schedules so she could do all these other endeavors. And Triple H was like, nah, you're a hot commodity. We already got Roman on a light schedule. We can't afford to have another big star on a light schedule. So we need you full time. And she's like, well, you know who don't need me full time? New Japan. That's the problem when you have someone willing to pay you money. You have all that leverage now. Go New Japan.
And
we're all gonna watch it.
Japan got that bread. You know them niggas got that bread.
Yes.
Oh man.
Hell yeah. And then she'll do her movies here and there, and she'll would nod in agreement. And listen, all power to her. She could be, like I said in the group chat, she can be like the female Rock that will pave the way for other women to go transition into movies and TV shows and not have to do what Mandy Rose is doing unless they want to. You know what I'm saying? Because that was only the other avenue you could take. Because a lot of other, female wrestlers in the indies or in like AEW or TN, that's where they go. That's how they make their money. Like even MMA fighters. There's another MMA fighter, Paige Van Zandt. She's at the time when she got signed, she was 23 years old. And she was still on her rookie contract, and she stated on Instagram she makes more money modeling for Instagram than she does fighting for the UFC. And she left the UFC, has her OnlyFans page, making a lot of money, and then she goes fights bare knuckle fighting. So it's like there's a possibility for you to make a lot more money doing that than there is for you getting your ass kicked every day or every Tuesday.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And, you know, and then on top of that, she is a co-owner of her own company for CBD.
Yes. Oh wait,
So
Sasha.
she got a lot
Yes.
going on right now.
Oh yeah, 2022
Her,
or
her
2022.
revenue right now
Yeah.
is going to shoot up.
Oh,
She's
yeah.
still got Disney.
Yep.
First and foremost, you still got Disney. You're about to do New Japan Pro Wrestling. Now that's one hell of an accolade. Just to say, like, yo, I was in New Japan Pro Wrestling for Wrestle Kingdom. Yes.
Possibly
here.
fighting, possibly wrestling the inaugural New Japan Pro Wrestling female champion in Kairi Sane.
Mm-hmm.
See, I threw that big word out there again for show. You see how he's stunned? Speechless.
You're mute.
You're muted.
Oh,
What was that first one that Gigi used that had her proud of you?
Inaugural. Yeah, because Colossal Mike Law, not to name drop show, but you know we know Colossal Mike Law. You know, you know he's the inaugural, you know, Battle Club Pro. Oh, he's the Nemesis Battle Weight Champion, inaugural Nemesis Battle Weight Champion. You know, yeah, our boy Colossal Mike Law.
I'm just trying to hear you out here, and I'm just like.
It's true though. He's my tag team partner, show. And I am one half of the Skyscrapers show.
I see.
7'6", 8'1". He grew since he's been here.
I played the intro.
Yeah.
Oh man, I hate y'all motherfuckers. Oh man, this is insane. Yo,
by the time 2022 is over, we're gonna have Pro with Cosmic. You know, that's it. I foresee it. I'm a foreseer. I'm the Oracle. Yeah. Yo, listen. I know in the future I'm gonna teach someone how to ski.
No.
Without knowing how to
be the Oracle. No. No. The Oracle should be a woman. All right, not you.
Yeah, you
I'm
probably
the
don't
Oracle,
remember.
and I'm the real one that's gonna be like, this ain't gonna work.
See, the toe.
I would like, hey, Dr. Strange, can we run through all the possibilities here, sir? Like, let's just see if we get just one. How many variants have you tried so far? Okay, you're still going. You might find one because there's always one, but it ain't a pretty one. So you know that we just think about these things right now.
Toastradamus. That's right. But
the Torkel. That's funny. That was good. That one's good. The Torkel.
Yeah, that's good. Before I start getting even more names, because you know I'm Colossal Toast 80s. You know,
Colossal Toast 80s.
Yes.
Oh man!
I took my woman's name because I'm a real
man. Colossal Toast 80s. Oh man, nah. Kenny, God damn it! Please tell me you're listening to this. Colossal Toast 80s. Where the fuck? Nah, man. I can't let this one go. I can't let this one go.
You didn't see on Raw, Gigi. We was watching Monday Night Raw, and I said that, and I changed my name to Colossal Toast 80s on Raw. Watching Raw, we had bad blood in the yes. This happened.
So he didn't warn me. So damn it. God damn it, Kenny. God damn it, Kenny.
Oh, you didn't see who was it?
I told you I had to get off. Like once I said, like, when y'all were telling me to get on the trivia, I was like, nah, I gotta move. I gotta make some moves. And I left, and I completely left the group chat until I came back maybe very late that night. But I've also been drinking and wait, give me a moment. Monday I had beers. Tuesday I had
That's
nothing.
so cool.
Wednesday I had JMO. It's Thursday. You know what that means. I got JMO.
Was it here?
Tomorrow I am pre-gaming my way to a karaoke bar to meet up with some friends. So that's another JMO night.
Oh, look. Here you go. I thought it happened in the chat, but I'm gonna show you this real quick. This is Joe and Kim, right? I hit him up. Wait, right there. Tosades. He was on Monday Night Raw watch along with us, and I changed my name to Tosades, and that's what he calls me.
Tosades.
Yes.
I'm so concerned for this. Oh man, Tosades.
Because everybody thought she was leaving me, but I was really letting her go because, you know, when you love something, you got to let it follow its dreams.
If it come back to you, it was meant to be.
That's right. And she's coming back. You saw Gigi's face. And I can read Gigi's thoughts right now. And Gigi's thoughts are saying, and on that note, ladies and gentlemen, it's your friendly neighborhood knuckleheads signing out. Peace, everybody. Let's see if we can catch some sleep today.
Yeah, bro, I'm done. Dude.
No chance. No chance. Hell.
Word.
We got no chance.
Fuck me, man.
All right.